And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight. We've got Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Final between the Tampa Bay Lightning and New York Rangers. And it is a very special stream tonight, sponsored by the Steel Flyers All Sports Network. And we've got Steel himself here joining us on the call. And this is going to be a fun one here tonight. Game 1 of this series was a fun one. And the Rangers came out ready to play to start this Eastern Conference Final. We'll see if Tampa has some punch back in them tonight or if the Rangers keep on rolling. But welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys all for being here. And Steel, welcome in. It's great to have you on. And ready for a great night of hockey tonight.
Oh, my gosh. First of all, thank you very much. Thank you. I couldn't help but to not be here for at least one or two games of these playoffs with John calling the game. My gosh. If you guys aren't subscribed, if you guys aren't joined to Off the Wall Hockey, you guys are missing out on some really great stuff because John is one of the best NHL play-by-play calls on YouTube going. If you're not watching him, you're missing. So you got to be checking him out for sure. I am ready to see if Vasilevsky has an answer because, man, I'll tell you what, New York was coming out gunning in Game 1.
Yeah, all right. We got about 50 people in the chat to say hello to, so I'm going to rip through some names here. Also, guys, the poll is up in the chat, so you guys can all get your votes in on who you think is going to win tonight. But John Lucas, Samuel, Patrick, Hector, Kensington, Robert, Amber, Proud American, Petter, Urex, Allison, Austin, Duck, BC Transportation, Derek, Lucas, Jackson, All Sports Updates, Ryan, Jay, Sanino, Jen, Rayman, Trevor. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. We got a ton in the chat already, and we're not even to puck drop yet. We're still about 15 minutes away from getting this one going. Appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you so much. Steel's channel link and the Steel Flyers website are linked in the pinned comment at the top of the chat and also in the description of the video. So Steel Flyers is sponsoring the stream tonight. Big thank you to Steel for that. That is awesome. It's great to have you aboard. And we're getting ready for Game 2 of this series. And Game 1 was a really, really good performance for the New York Rangers. Obviously, Tampa, there was concern about how Tampa would come out after the 9-day layoff that they had. And people were kind of worried that they might be a little sluggish in the first game. And I think we saw that. They definitely weren't sharp. But the Rangers also played really, really well, picking up right where they left off in Game 7 against the Hurricanes. And this Rangers team, they're a good hockey team.
I'm going to tell you something now. Look here. Aside from that loss they had in the second round, they've won now 5 straight. Okay? So New York is definitely bringing it. Okay? They, even though, look, I think we even touched about this way back when Shesterkin came out for the first round, that he didn't look all that great. But, boy, he's come back into form, and the team is playing really awesome in front of him. And, man, I'll tell you what, man, Shesterkin and the New York Rangers are for real, okay? And they are here to prove that they are.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is a very good hockey team, and Shesterkin had those couple of bad games against the Penguins, but other than that, he's bounced back from that fantastic, and he's played great the rest of the way through.
Exactly.
So I just think this Rangers team is legit, and they can give the Lightning a real run for their money, and we saw that in Game 1. I think this is going to be a very long, hard-fought series between two very good teams.
Yeah. I got a question for you. So do you really think, though, that was what the major issue was with Tampa Bay, was the fact that they had, like their coach even came out and said, would have much rather have had a 5-day layoff instead of 9.
Yeah, you don't want 9 days off in the playoffs. That's too long.
Okay, so you think that was a contributing factor to why?
That definitely was a contributing factor. 9 days off in the playoffs is way too big of a gap for you to stay in that game mode.
Yeah.
So I expect a much better Tampa Bay Lightning team here tonight than what we saw in Game 1.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Tampa Bay can come out like the defending Stanley Cup champions that they are, um, I really think this is going to be a much different game.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're going to get run over in this game the way that they did in the first. And Tampa's record in games after they lose a playoff game, since 2020, 2021, and now so far in 2022, they are 17-0.
18.
18 now?
18-0.
In games
after a playoff loss since 2020.
After a playoff loss, they're undefeated. They haven't lost in the last 3 playoffs. They haven't lost 2 games in a row.
Right, and Vasilevsky's
his numbers are absurd.
Are like his goals against average is like 1.78.
Yeah.
Right on the game, the next game after they lose.
Yeah, he's got like a 940 save percentage in those games. Yeah. So again, I'm expecting a much better Tampa Bay Lightning team in this game than we saw in Game 1. Now, can the Rangers match that and play the way that they did as well as they did in the first game? And if we get both of these teams going at that level, what a hockey game we're going to have tonight.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something now. Here's the thing. Everybody's talking about, Panarin and Strom and Kopp and Zibanejad and Kreider. But look, I'm going to talk about Lafreniere. I'm going to talk about Cheeto, and I'm going to talk about Kakko. The kid line.
The kid line's been awesome.
What? Gee, what? Okay, look. He was the number 1 overall draft pick.
Yep.
He's a good player. You know what I mean?
He's still only 20 years old.
That's what I mean. And Kakko has just been a good compliment. That's what I mean. Like, it's very rare that you get 3 players that come together. Like last year's Tampa Bay Stanley Cup champion team, though, they had all 4 lines that were just good guys all the way 4.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is what I think is going on here with New York. Because this third line with Lafreniere and Cheeto and Kakko. Okay.
Yeah, Filipino right now is just ripping it up goal scoring wise. And the Rangers have been waiting for his coming out party. He's been a guy that they've been waiting on and hasn't really gotten the production that they were hoping for. And then all of a sudden, this postseason has been a coming out party for Filipino, and he's played awesome, scoring a lot of goals now, and really being a big part of this Rangers offense. And that line in general, them having 3 lines that can score now makes them a very deep team that's going to be tough to contend with.
His face-off percentage has increased throughout the playoffs. Yep. Okay? And when you consistently, especially a third line center, when you consistently win faceoffs like that, because that means you're winning faceoffs in the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So winning more of those types of faceoffs and being able to get those breakouts and get into the offensive zone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's where his game has really improved towards the end of the season, and as we've gotten into the playoffs, he's just gotten better and better and better, and that's where I think his game has improved.
Yeah, big time. Wrist Rider, welcome in. Red Rubber, what's going on? Big D, Isaiah, Sherry, Chad, Jay, Nick, Garrett. Who else am I missing here? We got a bunch more in the chat. Moon Man, what's going on? Daniel, welcome in. Panther and Shark, welcome in. Thank you guys all so much for
thanks
being here.
everybody.
John, what's going on? CVWP, welcome in. TCB, Panthers biggest fan, welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. Dave, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. We are getting ready for puck drop in this one. We're still a few minutes away from the action. 8:15 puck drop for these conference final games. So, Porfirio, what's going on? Welcome in. So, thank you guys all so much for being here. It's great to have you. We got Steel Flyers, All Sports Network sponsoring the stream tonight. We got Steel here on stream with us. Check out the pinned comment or the description for his links to the website and YouTube channel. And we got game 2 of this series coming our way. This is going to be a really, really fun one. It's awesome to have you all in the chat. Please don't forget those thumbs up on the channel, and new subscribers go such a long way in helping, and are really, really appreciated. It's going to be an awesome night of hockey, and I can't wait to get this one going, man. We need the puck to drop. Let's go. Chop, chop. Get into the action here.
It's like, why, they take so freaking long to just, can we just get the puck drop already? I mean, you have to have all these commercials and all this hype videos. And so, hey, quick question, since we have a couple minutes here. Mm-hmm. Would love to know what everybody thinks of that Stanley Cup commercial that ESPN put out, where you saw the handing over of the cups from each generation or each group of players to the next guy. Yep. So what do you guys think of that? What do you think of that, John?
I think it's cool. The NHL's over the years has had some very, very good commercials, as far as especially playoff promotion commercials, and it's just really cool. And they always incorporate the history into it, because I think that's one of the biggest things about the NHL and the Stanley Cup is the history of it and all the generations of players and legendary players that have won it and all of that. So they always do a really good job of incorporating that into their marketing. And there's been a lot of great commercials. I love just the different generations, the history of it, and the historic significance of all of these players winning.
I'm with you. Wow, man, here we go. We're a couple minutes here from
coming out onto the ice. Unknown, what's going on? Welcome in, Michael. Welcome in. Let's see, Claire. What's going on? Boris, welcome in. Packless, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it.
Moon Man thinks it's a dope commercial, so I thought it was pretty cool at first. When I saw it, I was like, whoa, and then I was like, whoa, and then I was like, whoa, because they were showing all these guys who had previously won it, handing it off to the next group of guys, you know what I mean? I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they've always had great playoff commercials. Raji Ghost, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Norm, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat.
Hey. What's up, everybody? There's Joey. What's up, man?
Hey, Joey. What's going on? Good to have you, as always.
Yeah, man. Colorado Avalanche fan. And
Jay, so Jay asked if it's 2-0, if the Rangers win this game, how do you guys see the series shaking out? Tampa hasn't had a home game yet, so I mean, 2-0 doesn't mean much when the home team wins both, because as we saw in multiple series so far in the playoffs, you can just win the next two at if you're the road team to start, you can just win the next two at home, and it's right back to a 2-2 series. Like we saw that in the Bruins Hurricanes series. Everyone was like, oh, 2-0 Hurricanes, the series is over, they're blowing them out. Boston came right back, won the next 2 games on home ice, and all of a sudden it's a 2-2 series. You're not in trouble until you lose at home ice. So this is going to be a long series, and
that's exactly what happened with New York and how they even got there. Right, because they couldn't win a road game against Carolina.
Yeah, the Rangers didn't win in Carolina until the seventh
game 7.
They didn't win a game in Carolina until game 7. So just if you lose 2 on the road, it's really not that big of a deal. You can just come back, win both at home, and you're right back to an even series.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's kind of what we're talking about. You know what I mean? So. All right, man. Looks like we got colors here, and we're gonna have national anthem.
National anthem, and then we're gonna have puck drop here coming up pretty soon. Graham, what's going on? Welcome in. Flame Red, Big Show 66, Colorado Avalanche fan. Welcome in. Aries, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat.
Wow, I can't believe 173 people in already. That's way cool, man. 51 likes. You guys really got to be checking out John. Please join the channel. Please hit the like and subscribe, man, because John is definitely the main man, pots and pans, when it comes to calling the games. He is one of the best YouTubers out there that does call the games. We can't show the game, but, man, I'll tell you what. All you have to do is turn your TV down, pop up your phone or your computer and bring up John, and he is right on time with what's going on here, folks. And you really need to be listening to John and checking him out.
Thank you. Yeah, Joey, this is on ESPN. All the Eastern Conference final games are on ESPN.
Western's on TNT.
All the Western Conference final games are on TNT. So that's how the split is. One network gets the East, one network gets the West.
For
Roger,
sure.
What's going on? Welcome. Ryan, welcome in. Jim, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Really, really appreciate it.
It's kind of cool, though, to see a playoff conference final game in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think. You know, the Rangers have they had a good team for a long time, and then they had that drop-off after 2017 where they kind of went into the rebuild. And obviously now this is their big coming out party out of the rebuild. So it's been a little while, but yeah, to have New York this deep into the playoffs is obviously good for the league because that's a massive market. And
exactly. And, you know, what a lot of people really haven't been hearing a lot of people talk about is the fact that Barclay Goodrow is playing for New York against his old team. I mean, you know, he won a cup with them, and now he's playing for New York, and it's like, hey, all right, okay.
All right, let's see. My 2 cents, Bob, Cameron, what's going on? Patricia, welcome in. Centify, welcome in. Dan, good to have you. Jack, good to have you. We are getting ready to drop the puck here. Shesterkin in goal for the Rangers, Vasi for the Lightning, and we are underway as the puck drops in this one. Rangers back out of their zone, cleared all the way down. Chasing his Hedman. That's going to be an early icing, just 11 seconds in. And we get a whistle here. Pokemon Legend, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to have everyone in the chat tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. We are 11 seconds into this one. Tampa will get an early offensive zone face-off. Avatar, what's going on? Good to have you. Daniel's in the chat. What's up, man? All right, here we go now. Offensive zone draw, one back by Tampa Bay. Working in front, Shesterkin pads that one aside. Down low, taken by Palat. Offensive zone, Tampa trying to set up. Worked out high, kept in by Chernak. Down low, it's Keandre Miller. Miller sends it over, up the wall now to Kreider. Kreider with the pass out, neutral zone, Rangers up ice. Frank Vetrano will dump it in, they'll head off for a line change. Back down it goes. Behind the net, Tampa gets it again. 40 seconds in, they pass it up through the neutral zone, deflected to the offensive end for Shesterkin to play, one of the best puck-handling goalies in the league, and he sends that one all the way down. Good clear there, Shesterkin doing it himself.
For sure, for sure. You know, Mike Smith, not a bad...
No, no. Smith handles the puck, I think, more than anybody in the NHL.
Yeah.
But Shesterkin, especially for a younger goalie, handles the puck extremely well. He's racked up assists in these playoffs.
Yes, he has 2 of them already.
Jackson, welcome in. Balcony Club, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. King, what's going on? Let's see. We got the ozone draw here, 53 seconds in. Rangers on the attack now. Lightning will try and win it back. Rangers take that draw out to the point. Settled down at the blue line, and cycle game has started as that one set around the boards. Lightning looking to clear, not able.
I don't think we have a shot on goal yet.
Not yet. Taken in now. Played here. Down to the corner. Nope, back out high. Lightning take it. Chipped off the boards by Killorn and out to the neutral zone. Lindgren will play it over. Fox with the pass up, and no icing as Kopp is able to get a stick on that one. Dumps it into the offensive zone for Vasi to come out. Almost turns that one over in front, but taken by Jan Ruda, and the Lightning come back the other way. Working around now. Chinara, what's going on? Welcome in. Patrick, welcome in. Lucas, good to have you as always. Taking around now. Back out to neutral ice. Panarin plays it to the middle. Filipita will take it, and he's going to make a possession play back to the D-man.
Does seem like the Lightning seem to be a little bit more up on their skates this game.
Yeah, the Lightning are awake for this one. Yeah, I expected them to be better, and you know, they've been in the play. They've had some puck possession. They're awake for this game.
I would have to say that's a good way to put it. They're awake. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Renee, welcome in. Good to see you. Keiko, welcome. Awesome to have you as Stammer steals that one back. Dumped into the offensive zone, down to the corner. Played down low. Here's Lafreniere, gets that one up out of the zone, cleared now, all the way down by New York, but that pass doesn't connect. It's going to be icing. Reeves doesn't like it. He's talking to the linesman. And 17:32 to go in the first. They call that icing. We'll see if they stick with that call or if the linesmen discuss it and put the drop at center ice. If not, we'll be back now to the Rangers zone. Jim, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Mike and Julie, good to have you in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, everyone, for being here, man. Really appreciate it. John is definitely the man. Got to be checking him out. Got to hit the like and subscribe and hit the join and make sure you get John's all the great stuff that John's doing, man, for sure, for sure.
Looks like the linesmen and referees came together and decided that was not icing.
No, yeah.
Because the face-off is going back to the center.
The center, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
well, at least they got together and discussed it.
Oh, we got Maroon and Reeves right at the dot here. They were 3 minutes in. They ought to just go. I mean, after what happened last game, they ought to just go and get it over with.
I mean, come on.
They're right at center ice. Perfect time to just drop them here.
Drop them, let's
get
go.
An early scrap and, like, rather than wasting all this time, here they are again. Like, just drop the gloves. Like, you're wasting all this time.
I know.
Like, just screwing around with each other. Just fight. Like, I don't understand it. Like, there never would have been all this just back and forth. Back in the day, they would have just dropped the gloves and gone. And it would have been done right there. And nobody wants to fight anymore. Everyone wants to stick, slash, cross-check, push, but nobody actually wants to drop the gloves.
You know, it's like, are you kidding me? Oh, so we are going to get something here.
Yeah, Reeves is going here for slashing.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a power play now for the Lightning. And they're going to get a chance here early in this one.
Okay.
On the man advantage to try and get a lead in this game as Reeves is going to go there.
Jousting. Yeah, well, you know. And they always catch the retaliatory guy, you know what I mean? They never... So that's Tampa Bay here on the power play.
So early power play here for the Lightning, trying to get a lead in this game. And
for sure, already had a nice shot on goal too.
Set up now, Kucherov with a shot and they score! Hey! Nikita Kucherov from the half wall, might have got a tip in front, not sure. Either way, it's a goal for Tampa Bay on the power play. They lead 1-0, and we're not even 3 minutes in, and Corey Perry stares down the Rangers bench as he goes by.
Wow. Perfect time. That looked like that was a chip in right there.
Yeah, I feel like that probably got deflected in front, but Kucherov, great job getting the puck to the net there. And the Lightning make quick work of that power play, 1-0 lead.
For sure, for sure.
Let me tell you, this team with all the talent, I mean, you give them power play chances, they're going to make the most of it.
Exactly.
That's Perry. Perry did get a stick on that, his 6th goal of the playoffs.
Okay, because it was Kucherov with the shot from the top.
Yeah, Kucherov throws it on goal. Perry gets a stick on it. It's a 1-0 lead for Tampa, and they're pushing again. As Shesterkin has to make a nice quick save there. And 17:02 to go in the first. It'll be another offensive zone face-off now for the Lightning.
That's exactly what we were talking about at the beginning, man. Tampa Bay needed to be awake.
Yeah. Well, Maroon suckered Reeves into that penalty, and now Lightning are on top. First lead of the series for them.
I mean, you know, and they've been buzzing. They've been buzzing now for the first couple minutes, and the first couple of shifts. They've been buzzing. Yes.
Easton, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's see. Who else is new in the chat here? Get Agrippa, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Ace, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it.
Wow, how about that? 229 folks already checking out the stream. 75 likes. Yeah, baby. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Appreciate it, everybody.
Here's Tampa back into the offensive zone. Stamkos on the forecheck. He gets held up by Miller. Lightning keep it, though, working around. Trouba bounces off of Killorn behind the net. Here's Nick Paul. Reverse hit by Killorn. Keeps possession of the puck. Spin around attempt. That goes wide. Up the boards. Play deep again. Lightning set up in the attacking zone. Getting the cycle game going.
Lightning
now,
7-1.
Lucas, what's going on? Welcome in. Worked
Lightning
up now into the
7-1.
offensive zone. AJ, what's going on? Welcome in. Corey Perry already has a goal, AJ. He scored the first one.
Yeah, I think it went off the shaft of his stick. Lightning 7-1 when scoring first in the playoffs this season.
Taking now Jan Ruud out into the high slot there. Shot blocked away by Shesterkin. Nice stop there. And that's going to be iced by the Rangers now as Braun sends that one all the way down. And 15:53 to go in the first. It will be another offensive zone face-off coming up here for Tampa Bay. They got 4 shots on goal here.
I don't see any registered for New York. Yeah, I don't see anything registered yet for New York. It's been all Lightning.
Yeah, they've come out ready to play here as they take that one back through the neutral zone. And Palat into the offensive end. Down in the corner. No, what's going on? Timothy, welcome in. Aurelia, welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. Nathan, welcome to the stream. Here's a chance and through now, and Vasilevsky's got to make a big stop on Panarin as he got that one in.
Right back.
And that was a good chance here for the Rangers, and their best chance, obviously, of the game so far. Yep. Not doing predictions. Easton, doesn't... I have no idea. Reaper, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Eric, welcome to the stream.
That chance took away. He took the puck away there in the neutral zone, and that led to that chance.
Yeah, good chance there for Panarin, but Vasilevsky was able to keep it under the pad.
Mm-hmm.
And Lightning take it now. Working it down now. 15:25 to go in the first. Played up through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Here's Tampa Bay again. Kucherov. Pass back to the middle, offline, stolen by the Rangers. Back the other way. Greg, what's going on? William, welcome. And worked around now. Spin around chance in front here for New York. Knocked down and stolen away by Tampa Bay. They'll clear the zone. Pass there does not connect, though. That's going to be icing against the Lightning. And we got some more action after the whistle as Cirelli and Lindgren exchange some shoves there. And now they stare each other down and have some words. It's not taken long for these teams to go at each other.
No, they had some animosity in game 1 too. Lindgren did with
yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't taken these teams any time for them to get at each other's throats. And that's perfect. That's the way playoff hockey should be.
That's right. That's the way it should be. That's exactly the way it should be. You know,
Corey,
you should have to fight for every. You should have to fight for every little bit of ice and every little thing that you do out there. You should be fighting for that.
Yep. Played back now. Bogosian takes it, Lightning up off a skate there, and Palat's out of the zone.
They did give New York one registered shot for that Panarin one.
Yeah, so New York does have a shot now. Yeah, Panarin got that one in. Pretty good opportunity. Working around now. Hedl down in the corner against Ross Colton and Zach Bogosian. Getting some help from Lafreniere. Back out now to Kakko. Shot there. Just missed wide. Blocker side off glass. Rangers cycling, attacking end. Here's Kakko behind the goal line. Looking to work it out. Gets it to Hedl. He fires one. Vasi makes the save. And that one is covered up. Offensive zone face-off for New York coming up. 14:23 to go in the first.
This kid line for New York, boy, I'll tell you what, Kakko, Lafreniere, and Cheeto, man, I'll tell you. We talked about them in the opening.
Yeah, kid line has been very strong for the Rangers, particularly as these playoffs have gone along. They've gotten better and better.
Exactly. They've gotten better chemistry.
This is so important for their development, too. You know, they're all young guys. They don't have a lot of playoff experience. Some of them had no playoff experience coming into these playoffs this year. So, you know, awesome for their development, for them to have this, you know, this deep of a playoff run. And they're playing better and better as the series or the playoffs in these series go on.
I'll say, and what a great pickup for New York at the trade deadline to get an Andrew Kopp.
Yeah, Kopp's been fantastic.
Gosh, he's been amazing for them since he's come onto the team.
Worked up now. Here's Killorn through the neutral zone. Tampa back into the offensive end. Good shot block from Trouba. Killorn takes it now below the goal line, out through the middle, stolen by the Rangers. They'll clear it out. Pass up now, offensive zone. Driving in is Vetrano. Back to the point. Here's a chance out high. Long shot. Big shot block from Hagel. Rebound shot. They score!
Oh,
and the Rangers tie it up at 1. It's K'Andre Miller with the goal. 14:01 to go in the first, and we have a tie game. It's even again.
Just like that. Just like that. Great play coming down into the zone there, and a great play there, and just right in front. Too many guys in front there. Vasilevsky.
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't even an outnumbered situation.
Nope.
They just got a second
up.
shot off after the shot block, and Miller had a straight line there to shoot right in on goal. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's one that Vasilevsky needs to have.
I have to agree with you on that one.
That's a shot that Vasilevsky needs to have.
I mean, they came into the zone completely even, 3 against 3. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's definitely a shot you need to have back there. Vasilevsky's going to be looking at that one for sure.
He's not going to be happy about that going in. There wasn't even traffic directly in his sight line either. I mean, that shot just got through him.
It just went right past on the glove side.
Holly, what's going on? Welcome in.
That's Miller's second goal of the playoffs.
Yes, and he gets this game even back up as we're now going to go to our first commercial break of this one. It's a 1-1 start between Tampa Bay and New York, and very kind of similar time-wise to the start of Game 1, where both teams had a goal in the first half of the first period in Game 1. Except it was reversed. The Rangers scored first in Game 1, and then the Lightning answered. Now the Lightning scored first, and the Rangers answered. So.
Yeah. But you know what, though? I think this is a much different Lightning team than what we saw in Game 1.
Yeah, they've come more ready to play in this one, absolutely.
They are definitely awake, as you call it or say. They're definitely awake. They definitely came ready. Yeah, exactly. Hockey. Yeah, and they're keeping their shifts short. I was noticing how in Game 1, a lot of the guys, especially like Killorn and Kucherov and Stamkos, had really long shifts. You know what I mean? Like especially towards the last end of the third period, there they playing a lot more minutes and stuff like that. So they need to keep these shifts nice and short. Keep these guys rolling, keeping all 4 lines rolling. That's what's going to allow Tampa Bay to be successful in order to win this game, I think.
Yeah, and Coop's good at doing that. He runs the whole he runs the 7D 11 forwards, I think, as good as anybody in the NHL. So
yeah,
I think again we're going to see a Lightning team that I don't think they're going to fall off the way that they did in Game 1, but they've got themselves. I mean, this Rangers team is playing so well right now. They're, no matter how well the Lightning play, the Rangers are still going to be right there fighting for every inch with them. So I think this 1-1 score. I would not be surprised if this is a 1-goal game or a tied game all the way right down towards the end of the third period.
Wouldn't surprise me at all, and it wouldn't even surprise me at all if this game goes into overtime either.
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't be surprised. All right, so we're coming back from the commercial break now. 13:41 to go in the first. It was an offsides against Tampa, so this face-off is going to be right outside of the Rangers zone. Terry, what's going on? Abel, welcome in. Roaming, welcome in. Steven, good to have you in the chat. Really, really appreciate it. We are back now up, and the Rangers right through the neutral zone into the offensive end. It's played deep around now. Panarin in the corner trying to get the cycle game going. He's got Kopp and Strome with him. Stolen away, though, by Tampa Bay as they lift that out to neutral ice. Fox knocks it down out of the air, and Rangers take possession back. Played around now. 13:12 to go in the first. Drop pass here. Panarin being chased by Kucherov. Sends it through to Lindgren in the corner, who sends it back to Fox on the far side. Taken now up through the middle. Here's Kopp into the offensive zone. Pass off. Played here by Goodrow now onto the ice. He's checked. Lightning trying to steal the puck, but they cannot. Rangers get it deep. Here's Mott now in on the forecheck. Playing around now.
Being able to take this down here, man. They've been, New York has woken up here now since they've scored that first goal.
12.5 to go here in the first period. Lightning trying to bring it out. Here's Kucherov. He lifts that to neutral ice, but the Rangers get possession right back. Back the other way now. Down low, Vasilevsky leaves it for Bogosian. Bogosian's pickpocketed there by Mott. Rangers take the puck back, and fourth line with a good shift here. Now they're starting to get the Zibanejad line on the ice as he's out there. Sends that one deep. Mott's the last one to come off from the fourth line, and Kreider will replace him. But it's taken up now by the Lightning into the offensive zone. Here's a pass through the middle. Chance in front. Stamkos! And a big save there by Shesterkin. With the pad as Stammer couldn't get any lift on the puck.
Boy, that was a great chance by Stamkos.
And a big, big save there by Igor Shesterkin.
Showing us why he's going to probably be the MVP.
Worked around now. 11:35 to go in the first. Back out by the blue line. Played here by the Rangers. And that one's deflected. Up off glass. Rangers back into the offensive zone. Lorne, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. We're going to get a penalty call now. And it's going to be Chernak going to the box here. Rangers fans happy. They're going to the power play. Rangers to the man advantage here. It's a penalty against Eric Chernak. And New York is going to get an opportunity here on the man advantage with 11:23 to go in the period.
Yep, this is their first man advantage here for this game, yeah. Tampa Bay had one. That's what they scored their goal on. This is the first time here now, I think. Oh, that's Chernak going in. Okay.
Yep. Stamkos on that breakaway tried to tuck it by the pad, but he couldn't get it between the skate and the post of Shesterkin.
Boy, Shesterkin, great save there on that, extending out the pad to get that save with that little quick breakaway from Stammer.
Played around now, down in the corner. Taken here by Kreider. Rangers trying to set up. And Kreider being pressured along the wall. Back to the point. Fox over to Zibanejad. Zibanejad back to Fox. Working around in the attacking end. Power play chance here for New York. Looking to take a lead. Played over now. Top of the circle. Panarin. He blasts one in. Vasilevsky makes the save on that. Sees it the whole way. And we get a stoppage here with 1.5 to go still on the power play. Ozone draw coming up. Tech Dimension, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to have you in the chat.
New York 14 for 42 on the power play in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're a very, very good power play.
Yeah, for sure. They had a pretty good power play during the regular season, but in the playoffs, 14 for 42.
Back down now behind the net. 1:20 to go here still as Fox will have to carry it up through the neutral zone. That's 1/3 of their power plays the Rangers have scored on. That is very, very good.
You think?
That's worked around now. Back out high over to Zibanejad. Can't one-time it, so he sends it back to Fox out high. Still a minute to go on the man advantage. Over to Panarin. Back to Fox. Good puck movement here from New York as they work it around. Chance in front there. Kreider couldn't get it. Zibanejad blasts one, but that just goes wide. Working it around now.
Getting chances, New York is now for sure on the power play.
Oh, good stop. Kreider got a piece of that. But Vasilevsky was able to make the adjustment and make the save there. Big stop for the Lightning. And it will be another ozone draw coming now for the Rangers with 42 seconds to go. Islanders, big fan. What's going on? Welcome in. 42 seconds left on this power play for New York. And that was a very good stop by Vasilevsky.
Yeah, for sure. Ever since that goal has gone in, he has looked really, really good, especially in this power play here against the Rangers, where the Rangers have been able to get set up and get some shots on goal.
Yep. Trying to work it around now. Lift it up and out. Good clear by the Tampa PK. We're under 10 minutes now to go in this first period. 9:40 left in the opening 20. Score is still 1-1. New York's got time for one more rush up into the offensive zone. They got their second power play unit on the ice now. Back the other way into the offensive end. Shot in there. Deflected wide on the shorthanded chance. Rangers take it. And they're trying to bring it up now. And we're back to full strength as that penalty is over. And we are still 1-1, back to even strength as Tampa Bay kills that one off. Chernak's out of the box. Lightning lift that one out. Back through neutral ice. It's played by Miller and taken by Kucherov now into the offensive zone. He loses it, and the Rangers clear again.
Not able to take advantage of that to be able to take the lead.
Daniel, Mika Zibanejad is from Sweden. His father was an Iranian immigrant, and his mother is Swedish. He was born in Sweden, I believe. He, like, when he plays for national teams and whatnot, he plays for Sweden. Into the offensive zone, backhanded in there by Mott. That one just goes wide. Wow, right off the outside of the post there. Rocket City, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Taken out high now. Played around. Out to the top of the circle. Here's Panarin into the middle. A pass across. Shot there by Schneider right off the post.
Clank that one. That's part of the equipment.
Another good chance, but they couldn't get it in by Vasilevsky, but a couple of golden opportunities here. And now we got Chernak and Kakko down low exchanging a little bit. Linesmen come in to separate them. And we're going to have another penalty call here.
Is it going to be against Tampa Bay?
Against the Lightning again here.
Yeah.
So Rangers are going to go back to the power play.
Yep.
Rich, what's going on? Welcome in. Nick, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Hey, Jay. I'd love to, man. I'd love to. Hopefully next season I get some time to do something like that for sure. All right, so we're going to another commercial break here. We're past the halfway point of this first period. It's going to be another Rangers power play when we come back. And it is still a 1-1 game, as both of these teams have gotten a goal so far. And nobody's been able to get that second one yet. So despite chances.
Each team now has had a power play. That's how Tampa Bay scored their goal. And even though New York had a power play, they were not able to capitalize on that. So appreciate everybody stopping in. Vernon, hey, what's going on? So quick little there was a question there. The story behind the name. Okay. I'm a Steelers fan since I was this big, and then I started following the Philadelphia Flyers when I was a little older, and so I became Steel Flyers. So that's the story behind the name. So that's where we got Steel Flyers. But thanks, everybody, for joining in here. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for all the great people out here, man. You guys are great. Really appreciate you guys supporting us and supporting me and supporting John. John is definitely one of the best guys out there doing this on YouTube. If you guys aren't subscribing to him and joining his channel, you're missing out. He's got some great content, great hockey stuff. Does a lot of great things, especially for the play-by-play. He's done almost every single playoff game so far this season. I mean, my gosh, if you're not watching John, you're missing out.
Hey, thank you. Nathaniel, welcome in. Sven, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. We got Stamkos in the penalty box for slashing. And Rangers go back to the power play here. Let's see if they can get the lead. We got 7:40 to go in the first. Rangers setting up offensive zone. On the man advantage, looking to work this one in front. Shot attempt deflected high off glass and cleared out of the zone. Good early clear on the PK here for Tampa Bay. One back now behind the net, taken by Fox. And Fox is going to carry this one up. Now drop pass. Speed through the neutral zone for New York into the offensive end. Down low, working it here, top to the half wall, and Fox will keep it in for the Rangers. Spinning around now, trying to get away from Killorn, and he passes it back out high. Over now Zibanejad with a blast and a nice pad save by Vasilevsky. Taken up now, diving, trying to get it out of the zone. Tampa cannot. Rangers keep it. Here's Kreider down low, looking to work it in front. Just has to pass back to Fox now. Still a minute to go on the power play. Trying to work it around here over. Played through. And Zibanejad, a shot blocked by Cernak. Good job getting in the shooting lane there. Tampa has been so good at blocking shots in these playoffs. And that's
Exactly.
another one there for Cernak, who sends it all the way down.
For sure. In fact, I think that's why Point's out too, right? Didn't he block a shot or take one off his leg or something?
No, his original injury was a non-contact
Okay.
injury. And that he tried to come back, but then he re-injured it on like his first shift trying to come back. And
Is that what happened?
yeah,
Okay.
that was it for him. So
Okay.
chance through there. That one can't get on goal. Played around now down low, taken in the corner. Hedman can't clear. Vetrano with it. Working it behind the net. Pass out high. Out to the point. Trouba with a blast. Block to the corner. Final seconds tick off the power play. Tampa kills another one. And we're 5-on-5 again. Still a 1-1 game now with 5:43 to go in the first period. Aries, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Name Guesty, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to have you.
Vasilevsky's been really good now ever since New York has scored.
Joseph, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, Vasi, that first goal that he gave up was not a great one.
No.
But he's played very well since then, absolutely.
Exactly. He's even come out and challenged, too. He's come out from the blue paint and challenged a little bit, too.
Joseph, good to see you in the chat, as always. Thank you for being here. Played up now, out to the neutral zone. Miller will dump that one into the corner. Forecheck pressure coming. Barclay Goodrow in against Ryan McDonough. Lightning get back, though, and Cal Foote takes the puck out of the corner. Lightning will clear up to the neutral zone. Good pass through to Maroon. And that's off his stick. Stolen away there by Fox. Rangers clear it back out. That goes up into the bench, though. 4:49 to go in the first. And we're going to get a whistle and our final commercial break here. And John with a 25. Thank you so much, John. Really, really appreciate that, man.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Let's get some dono hype in the chat for John Roberts. Dropping another 25 on the stream. Thank you. That is unbelievable.
Wow, thank you, John. Thank you. That's okay, cause this John here, he's worth it, man. I'm here to tell you, man. This guy got it going on for sure. He's great guy calling the games here, man, for sure. And it definitely, with the chances that New York has had in the power play, now they've definitely caught up in shots, but it just seems like Tampa Bay's been able to handle that storm, and Vasilevsky's had the answer ever since that first goal.
Yeah, he's played very well in net since the Rangers even this one up. So we're here now, final few minutes coming up of the first period. We're in our final commercial break, under 6 minutes to go. 1-1 hockey game between the Lightning and the Rangers. I think both teams have had their moments and their stretches of great play in this first period where they've kind of been the better team. It was really good early for the Lightning, but the Rangers have pushed back very hard as this period's come along. Also, they've had a couple power plays to help the possession numbers. And overall, I think, it's been a pretty solid first period. Nobody's dominated, but nobody's looked bad either. And I think it's just it's going to be a good game. I expect this one to be tight all the way through. But thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, it really does mean a lot and help out a lot if you can hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. Just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Tonight's stream is sponsored by the Steel Flyers All Sports Network. You can check out the information there in the pinned comment at the top of the chat or the description of the video. Website and YouTube channel for Steel. He's joining, obviously, here on the stream tonight. Thank you guys again for all the support. And Joey with the 2. Let's get some dono hype for Joey as well.
Yeah, Joey,
thank you. Awesome to have you here. And great to have you in on the stream. So thank you guys so much. We're coming back from the commercial break, and we're going to see how this first period finishes out here over the next few minutes. Face-off won back by the Rangers. They lift it up and out of the zone. Taken now. Cernak sends it back to neutral ice. Big hit there by Ross Colton. He hammers down Vetrano. And that was a good one out in the open ice. 4:37 to go in the first. We get a whistle.
Yeah, it's that was weird. That was a quick whistle.
I think he might have touched the puck off sides there.
Did he? Yeah, I think so too, yeah.
Rangers fan, what's going on? Welcome in.
Wow, did you see that hit?
That was
a pretty, yeah, that was a pretty nice hit there.
Back now, Fox with it. Pass up, offensive zone, New York. They dump it in. Around now through the middle. And out high, here's Lindgren. Behind the net, trying to work it up. Played here by Chernak, out of the zone. Passes it across the ice. Off a skate into the offensive end. McDonough jumping up into the play. First one there, he takes a hit by Lindgren. And the Rangers steal the puck back. They lift that one up and out of their zone. Chip through the middle. And taken back here by Cirelli as he sends it deep. Working it around now. Forecheck pressure coming. Good step up there by the Rangers. That was Keandre Miller. And that is brought up now. 3:45 to go in the first.
Starting to see Tampa Bay take a little bit more turns here with the puck in possession and starting to roll some lines now without having to do the penalty kill.
And we get an icing call here, it looks like. So we're going to have a face-off coming back in the Tampa Bay end with 3:37 left in the first period. And this game's still tied up here 1-1.
Seems like the game settled down here a little bit after the scoring and the two penalties.
Yeah, it's tightened up a lot. Tightened up a lot here.
Well, I think this is where, I saw the perfect description of the goaltenders in this game. It was Vasilevsky against, Shesterkin, and it was two guys playing chess. Like, all right, that's a pretty good description of these two guys playing against each other, two guys playing chess.
Played out some now. Of the Tampa back into the offensive end. That pass through the middle. And that's taken out here through the middle and out of the zone. Rangers dump it in. Trying to work that one through. Down behind the net. Played by Vasilevsky up the wall. Victor Hedman through the middle. And that one's knocked down. Brought back in by Paul, so it's not offsides. Rangers don't have to clear because the Lightning brought it back in. And we got 2:55 to go in the first.
Rest of this first period here has been kind of going a little faster, a little less whistles.
Yeah, no, it's been some long stretch of play, but now we get a whistle right on cue as we say that, and it's an icing call against Tampa Bay. It will be an ozone draw for New York coming up. Also, Tampa's got some tired skaters stuck out there, and they're not going to be able to make a line change.
And no, they're not. I'm with you, John. Bernie Prout was my favorite player all day long growing up.
THG, what's going on? Welcome in.
Thank you for being here. 6 shots apiece.
Appreciate it.
6 shots apiece here for both teams. 2:42 left.
Oh, good chance for Lafreniere. Just can't get it in. Chance now, Fox, backdoor, and they score! What a pass from Fox to Capo Caco.
Wow.
And it's a goal for the Rangers and a 2-1 lead with 2:28 to go here in the first. And New York is on top for the first time in this one. And that is bad defensive zone coverage there for the Lightning. Rangers take advantage of it, and they have the lead.
I think it was because the first shot was off the post, and they had bad coverage, and they didn't get the puck out of the zone, and then they would have come back in.
You cannot let a pass go right through the top of the crease like that to a completely uncovered player on the back post.
No.
That is going to be a goal 99% of the time.
Exactly. I think it was definitely because of that shot that they missed in the first part of that and clanked off the iron, and they weren't able to clear the puck out, and New York was able to come back around and cycle it back right back around into the net.
Yeah, and caught out of position there. Pass right through the top of the crease area. Nobody for the Lightning can break the pass up. Nobody's covering Capo Caco on the back post, and he's just there for an easy tip in. And with 2 minutes now to go here in the first, the Rangers have a 2-1 lead in this game, and it is their first lead of the game as they've scored the last couple of goals.
Caco's second goal of the playoffs.
Hey, Art Music, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. We got 1:40 to go now in the period. Lightning trying to work it out of their zone. It's Sergachev deep. Sends it up the boards. And that's lifted up and out through the middle. Taken here. Cirelli steals from Miller. Here's a chance for the Lightning. Can't get the shot off, though. Good job getting back defensively. Over now. Kept in. Worked down low by the Lightning as they try and cycle it around the offensive zone. Back out to the point. 1:15 left in the period. Spin around here. Palat. And a good save there by Shesterkin. Lifted up to the blue line. Kept in here. Here's McDonough. Trying to send that one through. It's knocked down and stolen by New York. Rangers will carry it out as Kreider passes it up. Trying to get it into the offensive end, but they're going to head out off for a line change. Final 55 seconds now of period 1. Chernak back regrouping for the Lightning. Working it around now. Patrick, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it.
Finally, some sustained time there in the zone for the Tampa Bay Lightning, where it's been all New York down on their end.
Played back out now over the red line. Dumped in again by Tampa. And final 27 seconds now as the Rangers carry it up ice out of their zone into the Lightning end. Pass in front, doesn't connect with anybody, ends up off the sideboards. Lightning first to it, they'll clear it out. And all the way down, chasing is Ryan Lindgren now. Final 12 seconds of the period. Ted, what's going on? Welcome in. Lawrence, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Final 5 seconds now of period 1 into the Lightning zone. They're just going to hold the puck along the boards as the horn sounds, and that is going to do it. First period comes to a close here. A 2-1 lead for the New York Rangers. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes of action still to go. A lot of hockey left to be played between these two teams. I expect it to be close. And we are going to head now to our first intermission where we're going to have some time to hang out and chill while we wait for this second to begin. Thank you guys again all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget, it means a ton if you can hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And tonight's stream is sponsored by the Steel Flyers All Sports Network. We've got Steel himself on the stream tonight. Check out the pinned comment or the description to get all the information about Steel Flyers. Check out their website and also their YouTube channel, Steel's YouTube channel. But thank you guys again for being here. I am doing well. Timothy, KC, what's going on? Bruins fan, welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. And we have made it now to the first intermission.
Woo, all right, here we go, here we go. Thanks, everybody, for being here, man. I can't believe that we're almost at 300, man. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Man, I'll tell you what, this first period, it sure looked like Tampa Bay was coming out like they were awake. But then those two power plays there by New York kind of put the brakes on Tampa Bay for a little bit there, and they spent a lot more time down in Tampa Bay zone and getting more shots on Vasilevsky. And then, of course, that second goal there that was scored as well, too.
That late goal, I think, could be a big one for the Rangers.
I think it's going to be because Vasilevsky's been looking good, and that first goal he let in just was probably one of those goals where you're like, yeah, you probably should have had that one.
Yeah, he had clear sight, shot from out high, glove side. Kind of just snuck through, but
yeah.
Vanessa, welcome in. Joseph, welcome in. There was one more, I think, that I haven't said hello to. Maybe not. Maybe I'm losing it here in the chat. We got so many in the chat.
Casey,
oh, Gary. Gary was the other one. What's going on,
Gary? Okay.
Welcome in. Tracy, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it, man. I picked Tampa to win this series back at the start of it, before it started. Man, I thought Tampa's experience was gonna, end up being a deciding factor. And I mean, this series is far from over. I mean, we're in game 2. And this game is far from over. There's still 40 minutes of hockey to be played. So
yeah.
But I will say this, the Rangers are impressing me. The Rangers are very much impressing me with how good they've looked so far through the first 4 periods of this series.
Well, I'll tell you what. They have been impressing me since February.
Yeah, the Rangers have impressed me all year, but
yeah,
especially in these playoffs, they keep on. Man, every time I doubt them, they keep on just proving me wrong.
It's like when we first talked about the Rangers at the beginning of the season, we were like, yeah, they're going to be an improved team. They got a pretty good goaltending tandem. They're going to be a pretty good team. They had gotten, a Goudreau they had gotten. I'm sorry, they didn't. Yeah, they had gotten Goudreau over the off season and
Yeah,
everything, and then
signed him as a free
uh,
agent.
f- right, and then it was like you had Adam Fox who won the award last year. You had Kreider who scored 50 goals this year.
Yep.
I mean, New York has just been building this team now for like the last like 4 or 5 years. Okay, and here we are now. They're actually coming to fruition now, where you're looking at Lafreniere has actually taken his spot now and
Mm-hmm.
has been doing really really well and playing well with Kako and Philip Cheadle, and that line there, the kid line,
Yep.
has been doing really well for New York.
Yes. Archer, what's going on? Welcome in. Evan, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it.
See, I didn't even have these guys at all at this point on my bracket, right? Like my bracket is totally hosed.
Yeah, no, my bracket's junk. The only team that I had making the Final Four that did was Colorado. My other
Yeah,
three
me too.
teams I got wrong. So
Yeah, me
my
too.
bracket's junk, but my bracket usually is. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Sam,
Yeah.
what's going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Hector, Rangers' second goal was scored by Capo Caco. Nice deflection on a pass from Fox.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I
So
mean, man, this New York team's for real, and
they
man,
really have been bringing it all season. They've really just when you get Ryan Reeves in there and you get these guys, Keandre Miller and Jacob Truba, and I mean, these are the kind of guys. This is the kind of team that can play that playoff style type of hockey like Tampa Bay has been playing the last 2 seasons.
mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that over the last 2 seasons, what I think's happened is that Tampa Bay has gotten a little bit thinner in their depth, obviously, and New York has been building and playing well and getting the draft picks and getting the free agent signings. And let's face it, Shesterkin has just been one of the main reasons why New York is where they are.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the guy had like a 930 something save percentage in the regular season. His playoff numbers have been spectacular. He had the two bad games against Pittsburgh that he got pulled from, but other than that, he's been awesome in the postseason. He had a
Yeah,
great series against Carolina. He's off to a great start here against the Lightning as well.
yeah.
Um,
I
uh,
don't, yeah. I mean,
yeah, I mean, other than those two bad games in Pittsburgh, he's been awesome these playoffs, and um, he's a massive reason why this team is here. This team wouldn't be here without Igor Shesterkin, and especially the way that I mean, they would have never won as many games as they did in the regular season without him and his absurd save percentage. I mean, I,
I
I look
mean,
at save percentage to me as the number one stat I look at when I look at goaltenders, and
yeah,
just because wins, I think very much a team stat. I mean, wins come and go with how the team is in front of you. Goals against team also
yeah,
plays a very good, very big role in that. But if you
right.
look at Shesterkin in the playoffs so far this year, um, he's 9-5 with a 929 save percentage and a 2.64 goals against average. And I bet you if you took out the two bad games against the Penguins, I can't do that math that quickly, but his goals against average would probably be down around 2 if you took out those two bad games against Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
His save percentage, even with the bad games against Pittsburgh, is 929, and his save percentage in the regular season was 935, which is unbelievable. So the
I'll take that.
Rangers, Igor Shesterkin is one of the absolute pillars of this team, and they would not be here without him. Absolutely no shot of being here without him being one of the best goaltenders in the world, and he is right now. I think he's going to win the Vezina this year. I think he should win the Vezina this year. And he's one of the best goalies in the NHL and probably will be for the next decade plus.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough call because I see him either winning one or the other, either the MVP or the Vezina, because I think you might have to look at Markstrom from Calgary.
I don't think he's winning the MVP.
No, not the MVP, but I think Markstrom might win the Vezina though. I think that at least that's who my vote would be for.
No,
I'm not trying to take anything away.
I think Shesterkin wins the Vezina, and I think Matthews is going to win the MVP.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Because the voting for the MVP, I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones that the NHL writers vote for. I think the writers vote for
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So you know how the media is. They love their Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
And he had he had the first 60-goal season and since I think it was the first 60-goal season since Stamkos did it back in I'm forgetting the year, 2012-ish, whenever Stammer did it pretty early on in his career. And I think Matthews 60 goals was the first time anyone had scored 60 in a season since Stamkos did it back in 2012. I guess I memorized that without realizing it. It was 2012. So I think the writers are going to eat that up for Matthews and give him the MVP. And I think Shesterkin's going to win the Vezina personally, but we'll see how the vote.
I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from what he did this year. I mean, for real, he's definitely got to be in the conversation because of what he's done this year. I mean, like I said, I wasn't trying to take anything away from him. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm with you on that though. Like you have to look at a certain specific stat for a goaltender. That is the goaltender stat, not just the team stat or whatever. And the save percentage, how many saves do you make?
Yeah.
I get it. You're going to let goals in, but how many of them are you saving?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And how many shutouts do you have? How many games have you stolen and won on your own? Mm-hmm. Just because you're that good that you can just shut the team down and win them on your own. Yep. That to me carries a lot of weight.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. Xanified, what's going on? Welcome in. Andrew, welcome in. Lost Key, welcome. Great to have you here. There was one more I saw that I'm missing. Damn, there's so many people in the chat. I'm trying to make sure I say hello to as many as I see.
Hey, Evan, what's up, man? Evan's in the chat.
Vince, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it.
Cool. Great seeing everybody here, man. This is awesome, dude.
Yeah, I still feel like I'm missing people in the chat. My apologies if I do. Lego Guy, what's going on? Welcome in. This chat's rolling right now with so many people, so I'm trying to keep up as best I can. Someone just asked, Conn Smythe favorites, Evan? I think it's early for that. At the end of this round, where we got 3 out of the 4 rounds done and we know who's going to the finals, I think we'll have a better grasp on Conn Smythe.
Probably.
Because, it's one thing to have a great first 2 rounds, but when it comes to Conn Smythe voting, how you play in the finals does play a big role in that. And also, obviously, this round does as well. So I think we'll have a better grasp on Conn Smythe at the end of this round. I still think it's a little early for that, but obviously there's some guys that are obviously having spectacular performances in these playoffs.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Sorry, I had to go dark here for a quick second. I'm itching my eye here, so sorry. But I really think, though, that I'm with you on that, John. It's a little bit too early to be judging who's going to get that trophy just yet, I think.
Well, I mean, there's guys that are like out front runners for it now, but I think there's enough hockey left to be played where that could change. I think that could still change as we go through this round if other guys start to really pick it up. Ethan, what's going on? Jay, welcome in. Central Virginia, welcome in. Papin, welcome. Thank you for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. So we've got a few minutes left here in this intermission, and then we're going to be dropping the puck for period number 2.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it was a pretty solid first period, I think. We'll see what the second brings. This game is certainly not over yet. But I have to say the Rangers continue to play very solid hockey.
They have, and I've been really impressed because that second shot there on Vasilevsky, he had clear view of it. Do you know what I mean? It was just right up over his glove. He had clear view of that shot. And
the Rangers' first goal, yeah.
First goal, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one you want to have back. I don't know about the second one. That was just a really good pass and a really good play. You know what I mean?
That second one wasn't on Vasilevsky. No way.
No.
That was a great tip in.
Yeah.
That was on the Lightning D, just being out of position and letting that pass go through the middle, right in front of the crease with nobody getting a piece of it. And also, Kakko being completely uncovered on the back post there. That's just a defensive breakdown by the Lightning. So that's not on the goaltender. But
no, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
You're down by a goal. You had a better first period if you're the Lightning than you played in game 1, certainly. They were not very good in game 1. So you still got something to build off here. You're in a 1-goal game. They're an experienced team. I mean, we know what the Lightning have done the past 2 years, how experienced they are. They're not panicking right now. They just need to come out and play a solid 20 minutes of hockey. I think that's got to be, you can't get too ahead of yourself. You can't be thinking about the end of the game. You can't be thinking about final scores. You've just got to come out, focus on playing the next 20 minutes of hockey, and go from there.
Play your shift.
Yeah.
Okay?
Be
responsible.
Game,
Right.
Yeah.
Play your game, play responsible, play your shift. You know what I mean? Do your job, and things will take care of themselves.
Take it one shift at a time and get yourselves back in the chat. So, or get yourself back in the game. So, let's see. Joshua, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Brad, welcome in. Thank you so much for watching.
You say hello to Kyle Mercer. Hey, Joshua Jones. Greetings. Coffee black. Oh, man. No, I can't drink coffee black. Nope, I can't drink coffee at all. So, want to thank you, John, though, for doing this. For allowing me to sponsor the show here.
Yeah, thank you so much for sponsoring this stream. Awesome.
You got it, man. For sure. Because listen, folks, if you're not watching John, you guys are missing out. John is the man when it comes to doing this on YouTube. I can tell you right now, personally, I always have his games on because I cannot stand the guys that are calling the games right now. I listen to John. John is the man. I listen to his games. Yeah, man, because the guys that are out there right now just don't got it. John got it. Okay? He covers the entire league. He covers all the teams. This is a great place for everybody to come and hang out and chill and just talk hockey and all kinds of things. You know what I mean? So, man, this is great. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate it, John.
Hey, thank you. Linda, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Miller's YouTube, what's going on? Awesome to have you in the chat. We're at the final commercial break now before the start of the second period. We'll be dropping the puck for the middle frame as here just in a few minutes. And Rangers taking that 2-1 lead into the second period, so this should be a fun one coming up here. Chandra, what's going on? Welcome in. And yes, over 6 is absolutely possible. JB, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And Ace has a question for Steele.
Okay. In your opinion, who should be the starting quarterback for the Steelers. I'm assuming for the Steelers.
Yes.
Look, Trubisky is going to be the starting quarterback. He's actually going to, I think he's going to win some games. Mason Rudolph's days are numbered.
All right, there you go. There's some NFL insight for you, Ace. Grace, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Ace is another Pittsburgh fan, so.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. Sorry. I was just assuming, but
Yeah, he was talking about the Steelers. Eric,
yeah.
welcome in. Thank you for being here. We are just about ready to start this period. R. John, welcome in. Thank you for being here.
No, I don't want Jimmy G. No, it's all right. Thanks. He can keep his hurt self right there in San Francisco. We're good.
He just gets hurt every year.
That's what I mean. I need somebody to play 16 games.
Yeah, he gets hurt every single year.
Yeah, every single year, yeah.
I wouldn't want a starter that's, is going to play like 8, maybe 10 games if you're lucky, and that's it.
Yeah, not for that kind of money that he's going to be commanding.
Here we are now underway. Puck is dropped in period 2.
Millers YouTube, how you doing?
Here you go, Millers. We got 15 seconds in here. Lightning retreating back to their own zone. And we are working it around now. Lifted up the wall. And moved into the middle. Played up now over through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Here comes Anthony Cirelli. Cirelli spins back. Lightning have it out high. Chernak to the half wall. Down low behind the net. Palat. Palat tries to leave it. Nobody there with him, though, and the Rangers take it. Can't clear the zone. Good keep in from Tampa Bay. Long shot here. That one deflects wide. Working it around. Played back out. Cleared down the ice. And taken back by Ryan McDonough. Lightning will pass it up into the offensive zone. Cirelli dumps it deep. Kucherov will go in on the forecheck. Looking to work this one around.
Nice little opening start here for Tampa Bay.
Moved up, and Trouba will lift that one up and out of the zone. And knocked down now. Lightning bring it back, but we're going to get a whistle here. And hand pass, okay. So hand pass against Tampa Bay, 18:50 to go in the second, and it should be a neutral zone face-off coming up. Davis, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Absolutely, Evan. The Kopp move for the Rangers was a big one. He's played very well for them on that line with Strome and Panarin. Also gives them another guy that's versatile and can play wing or center, which I personally am a huge fan of those guys that can play multiple positions because it gives you some flexibility with your lineup and the ability to move them around.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been able to produce offensively as well, too.
Here's Stamkos now into the offensive zone. He'll play it into the corner. Jan Ruda will come down and get it. Trying to work around now behind the net. Lightning trying to get it out in front. Back to the point. Hedman, his shot is blocked off the skates of Kopp there. Nice shot block, just talking about him. And the Rangers dump it to the offensive zone. And played up now through the middle. Lightning 2-on-1. Hagel can't get the pass through. Solid D there from Braden Schneider. Working it around now. Back out high. That one doesn't. Kept by Killorn. Over now to the face-off dot. Just missing the net, though, on the one-timer. Lightning can't get it on goal. Keep it in the offensive zone now. Second chance. Rangers trying to clear. Out of the zone. Here's Lafreniere up into the offensive end. He gets it deep to the corner. Trying to play it around now.
Much tighter game in this so far in the second period here. Much teams are a little tighter here.
Rolled in on Shesterkin. He'll play it up. And Schneider will clear the zone for the Rangers. Braden Schneider, one of my favorite New York Rangers. He's only a rookie. They've kind of eased him into the lineup. He wasn't playing a lot early in the season, but they got him moved in as we get a pass in front. Just hops over Lafreniere's stick. They eased him into the lineup. He started playing a much bigger role in the second half of the season. He's played very well, I think, in the playoffs. I was a huge fan of Schneider before he was even drafted. I thought he dropped a little bit in the draft from where I wanted to see him taken. And I think the Rangers got themselves a really, really good one on the back end, picking him in the first round a couple of years ago.
Exactly. Wow, what a some saves here from Vasilevsky.
Trying to break in here, and Vasilevsky makes another one. It's on the goal line. They're trying to find it, and Vasi's able to cover it up. And we get a whistle here. That puck was loose in the crease.
That was close. That was really close, man. Yes, I am a Steelers fan.
And that one was loose in the crease. The Rangers almost made it 3-1.
Whoa! Oh, wait. Whoa. Man, I'll tell you what. It sure looked like when he put his hand up on that puck that he dragged it in. When I first saw that.
See, we got the in the net view here. No, that was, wow, was that Perry? Perry knocked it back to Vasilevsky so he could get the glove on it.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I couldn't quite catch that, but it sure looked like he pulled it in when he tried to put his glove on it. All right, here we go.
He took it from right in front of the goal line there and tossed it to Vasilevsky.
Yes, he did. All right.
And Vasi covered it up. That is a huge save, not by Andrei Vasilevsky, but by Corey Perry, potentially saving a goal there.
Uh-oh. Vasi's got some strap issues going.
Yeah, he's back now. We are underway, and the Lightning can't get it out of the zone. Rangers back putting on some pressure here. Lightning will try again. Logic, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Avi, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. We got 16:10 to go in the second now. Lightning up through the neutral zone. Christine, welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. And that is iced by Tampa, so New York will get an offensive zone face-off out of this.
Man, that was close. There's a couple of shots there in a row there for Vasilevsky making those saves on New York.
Yeah, man, Rangers are pushing hard here.
For sure. They've taken over now. Shots on goal 10, Tampa Bay 8. Another icing here.
Played out now. Lightning trying to clear it out of their zone. Lifted out. Here's Belmar. That one's knocked down. Can't get it into the offensive end, man. Rangers playing so tight right now.
I know.
I'm very impressed with this Rangers team.
They just keep impressing me more and more as the playoffs go along. I mean, who they've won against, who they've beaten.
Played now behind the net out in front. There's a shot and a big block from Ryan McDonough. And able to get a piece of that one and not let it get through. Ravenhood, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Another chance for New York. That one's sent wide. Trying to work it around. Lightning clear it out of their zone. All the way back here. It's still a 2-1 hockey game.
Wow. Getting more chances now. New York is playing a little bit more down on the Tampa Bay end this late part in the second period.
Moved out high, taken by Hedman off his stick down to the corner. Lindgren takes a hit. Pass up now to Strome out of the zone. Rangers are up ice into the offensive end. Top of the circle, shot in there. Vasi's got to make another big save. Lightning clear the rebound out, and they come the other way, but they're stood up at the red line. Keandre Miller steals the puck and will dump it in. Here's New York right back on the attack. Man, they're out skating Tampa right now. They're winning the puck battles.
Yep. They're winning the battles up against the boards. They're just getting the better chances. They're getting pucks in front of the net.
Played up now. Here's Kopp into the offensive zone. Drop pass for Hedl. Hedl on the backhand. Vasilevsky's got to stop another one.
You can feel it.
We'll get some pushing and shoving after the whistle now as these teams come together. And we're going to get a penalty, I believe, against Tampa Bay out of all of this. So it looks like the ref came in pointing at one of the Lightning players.
I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's going to be a penalty against the Lightning here.
I don't know. There's a lot of extracurriculars. I think that's a Lightning player going. He didn't like that at all. Boy, that ref came in there, and as soon as he blew the whistle. Yeah,
ref came in immediately pointing at one guy. So he had somebody picked out from the start, and it's Cal Foote. Cal Foote's in the penalty box. Tampa to the penalty kill. Rangers to the power play here. Wow. So they're going to have a chance to extend the lead now on the man advantage.
That's not what Tampa Bay needed. James,
what's going on? Welcome in. And yeah, that's Tampa down again, a man. and the Rangers back to the power play with Cal Foote in the box. So Panarin has it out high. His shot sent wide. Zibanejad keeps it in. Rims it around the wall. Panarin will pinch to try and keep it. Lightning looking to clear their zone. Big scrum for it along the boards. Out to the blue line, but Fox keeps it in. Played around now. Out high. Half wall. Going to play this out into the middle. There's a shot deflected away by Paul. And Tampa will clear that one all the way down. Good job there by the Lightning early on this PK to get it clear. Here's
Third
Panarin
power
now,
play.
back up, shot there, and a big pad stop by Vasilevsky.
Wow. Third power play for New York.
Played off now, 1:15 to go, still on the power play. Lightning trying to clear. Killorn knocked down one Ranger, but then got knocked down himself. And we got 1:05 now to go on the power play, as it's brought up here. Igor Shesterkin, Christine, behind the net. Played here. Shesterkin will leave it for Fox. And we've got 50 seconds to go on the power play. Up through the neutral zone. Rangers into the attacking end. Trying to get around Sergachev. Another nice glove stop by Vasilevsky. And he grabs that one, man. Andrei Vasilevsky
is the reason.
Is keeping Tampa within one here. He is being
I think so.
Peppered with shots in this second period, and so far he's stopping them all.
Yeah, right from the start of the second period here, New York has outshot Tampa Bay, I believe, 2-1.
Yeah, ESPN. I wish they'd put the shot totals up there permanently. They flash them sometimes, but they don't have them up there permanently.
Right.
Chance out in here, and now we got a Rangers player gets shoved into the net. I think Hedel there, I'm pretty sure he got shoved by McDonough. That net goes flying off. And we're going to have a whistle now with 36 seconds to go on the power play. I'd love to see a replay of that.
Yeah, right.
I just saw it kind of, the puck was a little bit away from it. I saw it kind of out of the corner of my eye. But I'm pretty sure he got shoved there. I can't imagine he just went through the middle, like through the net like that. No, McDonough shoved him through the post there.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we got.
There's no way he did that on his own. He went flying.
New York 15, Tampa Bay 8 on the shots.
Yeah, so New York's out shooting them 15-8, so they've almost doubled them
2-1
in this game.
Yep, like I said, 2-1.
And they got to get the net back on the pegs here. 36 seconds to go on the power play.
That's got to hurt.
12:59 to go here in the second period. We're closing on the halfway point. And I'll tell you what, Andrei Vasilevsky has been the key player, I think, here of period number 2, because he's the only reason it's still a 2-1 game.
That would be putting it mildly, because I'll tell you what, Tampa Bay just seems like they're sagging, and there just seems like a lot more pressure by New York, and they've been playing a lot more down in the Tampa Bay end.
Yeah, absolutely. Marinello, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you. So here we go now. It looks like they're finally getting this net back on. And they had to dig out the hole for the peg there, so it took a little bit.
Like, yeah, we need to get the hole dug again. We need to, yeah.
I don't know. Referees are yelling at the Rangers bench here. Looks like they tried to make a late line change, and the referee wasn't having it.
Yeah. Don't think so, guys. Got to do it within the rules. I'm sorry.
Or maybe he just let them change now. I don't know. Chris Rooney was getting into it with the Rangers bench there.
Yeah, they are.
Anyway, they're back now. Offensive zone faceoff, still on the power play. Chernak clears it up the wall. Kept in, though, at the point. Good keep in there for New York, and they still have 30 seconds to work within the offensive zone. Playing it around now. Absent, what's going on? Welcome in. Rangers in the attacking end. Shot. Knocked down in front by McDonough. And he's going to clear that one all the way down. Pretty good, Grace. How about you? Thanks for being here. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Panarin to the offensive zone. Rangers looking for that 2-goal lead. Pass over to Zibanejad. He backhands one behind the net purposely for Zibanejad, who sends it back. Zibanejad with a chance. And that shot is blocked as we go back to even strength. Penalty is over. It's 5-on-5 again. Lightning kill off another one. And it remains a 2-1 hockey game.
Yep, New York go for 3.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
kind
power
of been
play.
the one thing here for the Rangers. But they've still got the lead in this one. That one's almost turned over. And now it is as the Lightning take possession. Pass into the middle by Palat, stolen by Fox. Another good defensive play by Adam Fox there. And the Rangers can clear the other way. Lightning have to regroup. Pass through the neutral zone. Too far in front. Jacob Trouba gets back and sends it up the wall. Rangers come up ice with it now into the attacking zone. Drop pass for Hedel. Hedel fans on the shot attempt. Palat tries to knock it down. Trouba comes in to take it. Passes it off for Kakko. And he's down low. Pass trying to get it through to Hedel in the middle. He takes it behind the net. Out of the corner. Going to cycle it through for Lafreniere, who takes the hit. Passes it out high to the point. Here's Hedel with a shot. That's blocked. Another big shot block for the Lightning.
Lightning have got like 18 or 19 blocked shots so far in this game. Right now, shots are 17-8. New York shots on goal.
Here's Tampa now trying to get into the offensive zone. Palat takes a hit, but Hedman keeps it in. Belmar fires one in there to Shesterkin, and he gloves that down. Rangers take the puck, and they'll start the breakout from behind their own net, waiting for something to open up. Trouba sends it to the neutral zone. Deflected into the offensive end behind Vasilevsky, gets it over to his D-man. And the Lightning clear that one up through neutral ice. Played back again by New York as Trouba has it with 10:37 to go here in the second. Mott into the offensive zone. His shot gets blocked. Goodrow sends it down low. Reeves is going to go after Perry. Finishes his hit there. But the Lightning clear the puck up and get it out. And now we're going to get a whistle. And a stoppage with 10:26 to go here in period number 2. And I think
Tampa
we're
Bay.
Gonna head to
Tampa
a
Bay.
commercial break here. We haven't had one yet in the second.
No, we haven't.
A lot of continuous play here, plus the power plays. You can't have a TV timeout on the power play. So we're getting our first TV timeout now of the second period with just over 10 minutes to go. And we're almost at the halfway point of this game. No scoring yet here in the middle frame. It remains a 2-1 hockey game with the Rangers in the lead, and that's how we finished the first. But Andrei Vasilevsky has had a huge period here for Tampa as the Rangers have poured in the shots on goal, but Vasi's held strong.
Corey Perry made the biggest save of the period, I think, on that one there.
Puck in the crease, headed towards the goal line, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. New York out shooting Tampa Bay 17-9, so it's almost 2-1 on that. New York 0 for 3 on the power play. Okay, that's gonna hurt. You know, they've been playing really well. They're 14 out of 42 before this game in the power play opportunities, and they're 0 for 3 on this one as well too. Tampa Bay out hitting New York 18-12 on that one. Block shots is 11-5. Tampa Bay winning on that one. Face-offs are tied.
Okay.
So
I'm not surprised by that. I feel like I haven't noticed domination one side or the other in the face-off shot, so I'm not surprised by that.
Exactly. So we'll see how this pans out here as far as the rest of this period goes. But you can obviously see that the second period is a lot more tilted in New York's favor, where there's a lot more zone time down in the Tampa Bay zone, and obviously they're doubling up on the shots almost as well too.
Yeah, I'd love to see a zone time statistic for this second period because New York has spent a lot of time in the Tampa end, but they don't have a goal to show for it. Vasi's held very, very strong.
And he's one of the reasons why they haven't scored on their power play, because he's made some incredible saves.
Big stops, yep. All right, here we are now coming back from the commercial break. Thank you guys again all for being here. We got a neutral zone face-off, 10:26 to go in the second. That's one back by the Rangers, and Braden Schneider will pass it out to the neutral zone. Deflected to the offensive end by Strome. Chernak behind the net takes it. Trying to work this one up. Out through neutral ice, poked away by New York. Here they come, 3-on-1 into the offensive zone. Bad turnover there by Chernak. Ryan McDonough with a great defensive play breaks it up, man. He is such a good shutdown D, man. Gosh,
boy, was he a good acquisition.
What a trade there for Tampa getting McDonough.
Oh, my gosh. That's almost as savvy as New York getting Kopp.
I mean, the McDonough deal has worked out incredibly well for the Lightning, and as you would expect, I mean, that guy, he's been great his entire career, and to add him to a team that was already so good.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Played around now, lifted up and out, and all the way down. Rangers will have to regroup in their own zone. 9:25 to go in the second. Played here over the red line, dumped into the offensive zone.
Well, they did get a shot there on goal there if Tampa Bay did.
Played across, stand out of the zone. Lightning clear that. And back out to the neutral zone now. We tick under 10 minutes to go here in the second. About 9 to go here in the period. And that's rolled in. Vasilevsky's got to make another save there with Kreider right in front of the net. Back the other way now into the offensive zone. Here's Cirelli. He fires one. And Zibanejad sends it off glass and clears it out. Back to McDonough now. 8:43 to go in the period.
Man, this period has just seemed to be going a little bit faster than the first period. Did a lot more faster and a little bit more back and forth.
Played up now, taken. Cirelli trying to keep it in. He cannot. Cleared off glass, dumped in by the Rangers. Lightning get possession. And now to the middle of the ice. New York will just get it back. Man, New York is not giving Tampa Bay anything.
Nope. Not even at all. They're stopping them right there in the neutral zone.
And it's not just the D-men. It's a 5-man effort for them.
It is. They're stopping them before they even get to the blue line.
Shot in there, shot. And Vasilevsky makes another big stop. That one came from the high slot from Philip Hedl. And Vasi's got to grab that and cover it. And we're going to go to another commercial break here. Still 2-1 Rangers. And another big stop by Andrei Vasilevsky. As we'll head to another stoppage here just past the halfway point of this one. Appreciate you guys all watching. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of every team are welcome and wanted. Cover the whole league and just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Thank you guys all so much for being here tonight. This stream tonight is sponsored by Steel Flyers All Sports Network. Be sure to check out the pinned comment in the chat or the description of the video to see steelflyers.com and also Steel's YouTube channel. We've got Steel here himself on the stream here tonight. Steel, it's great to have you. Thank you so much for sponsoring. Awesome to have you here. And we got ourselves quite a hockey game going in Game 2 between the Lightning and the Rangers.
Well, let me just say this. First of all, if you guys have been not watching YouTube and not watching John, y'all have been missing out because John has made almost every single playoff call this entire season for the playoffs. And let me tell you something, John, you are the best YouTube play-by-play caller out there. That's why Steel Flyers All Sports Network sponsored you, man. For sure. Wouldn't have anybody but the best. So thank you for having me on. Thank you for this opportunity to be here, to be able to call this game with you, man. It's an honor and it's a privilege to be here with all these great people, to be here with all these great folks in your channel, and even be on your channel, man. It's an honor and a privilege. So thank you very much.
All right, we're coming back from the commercial break here. And it is going to be a face-off coming up in the Lightning zone as we get ready to get back into the action. We're past the halfway point of this game. The second period's had some good flow to the play, but we don't have a goal yet in the second. All 3 goals came back in the first. And
yeah, a lot of back and forth, though. A little bit more tilted towards the New York side because they've had the extra power play.
Puck possession, yes. And it will be Hedl taking the draw here for New York. Can't tell who's in yet. It's Cirelli in for the Lightning. And linesman's going to kick out Hedl, so Lafreniere has to come in and get it.
There you go.
So linesman with another kick out on the draw. And now it's won back by Lafreniere. So it doesn't matter who takes the draw for the Rangers. They win that one back. Setting up now offensive zone. Driving in. Short side blocker save Vasilevsky. Trying to work it up now. Brandon Hagel out of the zone. And that's back now. Stolen again by the Rangers as they take possession. And they now lead shots on goal 21-10, man. It has been heavy pressure from New York in this second period.
That's putting it mildly.
They're out shooting Tampa Bay 13-3 here in the second middle frame. So
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. To be honest with you,
sharp angle shot there. Another save from Vasilevsky, and he clears that one out to the neutral zone. Rangers have to try again. Stolen there by Hagel, but he gets knocked down, and it's going to be offsides now against Tampa. And Hagel tied up with Keandre Miller. They have a little chat, and the linesman comes in there.
We like it when they have little chats.
I wish they'd do more than just chat. All this talking, all these cross
there
checks,
you go,
pushing and shoving, but nobody will actually.
There you go, John. New York, 9 minutes and 12 seconds of zone time in this period so far, compared to 5 minutes and some change for Tampa Bay's zone time.
So heavy zone time advantage for the Rangers, which, if you're watching the game, it certainly is quantifying what you're seeing with the Rangers having a lot of time in the offensive zone.
Well, I mean, it also goes to show, too, that it's 22-10 shots on goal, New York.
Here's Barclay Goodrow trying to find Reeves. Can't get that one off. It runs off the heel of his stick. And the Lightning chip that out now to the neutral zone. Trouba gets it back for New York. 6:40 to go here in the second as the Rangers dump it back in. McDonough takes the hit from Mott, spins off that. Lightning move the puck. And here's Andre Palat trying to get this one out of the zone. 6.5 to go here in the second period. Into the offensive end, Kucherov rims that one around. Played behind the net. Here's Schneider out in front. And that's kept in at the blue line. Lightning setting up attacking zone. Sergachev.
New Yorkers just been putting
Braden
the pressure
Point
on.
has been ruled out for this series by John Cooper.
So
he won't be back at any point during this series. Nothing official on the finals yet if Tampa makes it that far. But John Cooper ruled him out for this series.
He tried to come in and play, and then played for one shift or whatever, and then left right away.
I don't think he's back. He's coming back this year, but we'll see. That ended up the most recent reports on him have him still a ways away as we get a chance in front there. Shesterkin with a big save there. And that one's back out to the neutral zone. Lightning back in. No icing. Nope, they go in on the forecheck. Ross Colton against Ryan Lindgren. Back out now. Played up here by Fox, and 5:15 to go in the second.
Shesterkin finally gets some work. He's only faced 10 shots so far.
He's only faced 4 in this period.
Maybe it's 11
now,
to
up to 12. But working it through the middle. Rangers take it again. Drop pass, and here's a pass up to the neutral zone. Panarin back to his D-man. Fox sends it over to the other side. And the Rangers methodically up through the neutral zone. Dumped the other way. Lightning send it back in. And they'll chase. Here's Cirelli looking to get it in front. Patted away by Shesterkin. Good stop from him. 4:35 to go in the second period. Ticking down to the final few minutes here. Played back the other side. Here's Tampa Bay. Cirelli out to the point. Cal Foote trying to drive through. He does. Pass. Doesn't connect. And the Rangers get it back out to the neutral zone.
22-12 shots New York against Tampa Bay on this one so far.
Lifted up and out there. Cleared again by New York. 4:10 left. And that is sent back in by Tampa Bay and right back out by the Rangers. However, it is going to be... Nope, they wave off the icing as Bogosian goes back to get it. Worked around now. Lifted out here. And back to Miller in his own zone. He'll play it behind his own net. Maroon chasing. Heavy on the forecheck. Trying to steal this puck. Miller spins off of him, but then drops it in the corner. Rangers trying to backhand it out. Good forecheck from the Lightning. They keep it in the offensive zone. Worked around. Kucherov with it. Moved to the middle. Stolen by Trouba. And out of the zone it goes. Rangers up into the offensive end. Cross corner dump. 3:25 left here in the second. Ask what's going on. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Steven, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Kucherov has now been credited with the Lightning goal as we got Zibanejad working in. Just can't get the shot off there. Puck to the corner. Lightning get it out of the zone. I wasn't sure at first if Perry got a deflection in front or if it was Kucherov's goal, but it's been credited to Kucherov. So his 5th goal of the playoffs for Tampa. Yep. And the Rangers' goals were scored by
Keandre Miller and Capo Caco.
Yes, Miller and Caco with the goals for the Rangers. 2:40 now to go here in the second period. Justin Braun with it, pass up. Rangers into the offensive end. Chasing on the forecheck. Down low around the boards. Played in. Kept in by Strome. Worked to Kopp down low. And that's lifted up out of the zone. Over the blue line into the offensive zone. And back here. Spun down low.
Boy, this last little bit of the second period here has been a little bit more both sides of the ice now. Tampa Bay's picked it up a little bit.
Played up through the neutral zone. Tampa trying to bring it into the offensive end. It's Nick Paul. And the Rangers keep it out, and they send it out. Back up here, dumped into the offensive end. 1:50 to go in the second period. Played down low. And that's worked through the middle. Over the red line, into the offensive end. Moved out top of the circle. Shot there, deflected off glass. Down in the corner. Here's Tampa Bay with it. Back out to the neutral zone. Back out to the blue line. And there's a nice glove save there on the point shot by Shesterkin. He'll cover that up with 1:32 to go in the second. And we are going to head to our final commercial break here of period 2. Still a 2-1 lead for the Rangers. No goals here in the second after 3 back in the first.
And New York even had 2 power play chances to try to take an even bigger lead. Vasilevsky stood on his head, and then the save by Corey Perry.
Yeah. So goalie's locking it down here in the second. Wyatt, what is going on? Look at the pin chat, Wyatt. That's Steele from Steel Flyers, who's sponsoring the stream. Mr. Leo, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Very, very, very awesome to see you in the chat, as always.
Sweet.
And we're now down to our final commercial break here. Only about a minute and a half to go in the second period. And Rangers still with the 1-goal lead, but over a period to go still in this one. So a lot of hockey left to be played.
Yeah, just about. I mean, we're a little bit less than 2 minutes here in the second period. And I got to be honest with you here. It's definitely been more New York than it has been Tampa Bay. When we looked at the first game, we were like, yeah, Tampa Bay, they had a lot of rust and everything like that. And we thought, well, we need to be able to have these guys come out in this game here and show that, that they're, awake. They were awake. They scored that power play goal. Kucherov did. But then it's been pretty much more New York than it has been Tampa Bay ever since then.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very, very impressed here with the Rangers. They've played a great game again tonight, just like they did in Game 1.
Exactly. They've been consistent. They've stayed out of the box for the most part. You know what I mean? And they've been able to roll all 4 of their lines. So it's been really good for New York, and they've been really, really impressive.
We're back now. Micah, yes, they will at some point. I don't know when, but they will at some point. Juan, what's going on? Welcome in. Rangers fan, have a good night. See you later. Thanks for watching. We are back from the commercial break now. 1:32 to go here in the second period. Tampa Bay with an offensive zone faceoff. And they win that one back. Looking for the tying goal. Hedman, pass down to Stamkos. Back to Hedman out high. Offensive end here for Tampa. They haven't had a lot of time in this part of the ice this period. That shot attempt from Stamkos gets blocked. And that's moved out again. Kept in by Hedman. Moved over there. Long shot. Nice save there by Shesterkin. 1:08 to go in the period. And back out to the neutral zone into the offensive end Rangers. Lightning trying to send it back out. King, Cobra, what's going on? Welcome in. Brody, welcome in. It's awesome to have you in the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Good to see you guys in the chat.
For sure. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for being here, man. We really appreciate it.
Dumped in there by the Rangers as they send it down. Behind the net, we're in the final minute. 37 seconds to go here in the second period. Rolled in on Shesterkin. Cleared all the way. That's going to be icing. And we'll get that one whistled down with 30.7 seconds left on the clock. Rangers still with the 2-1 lead.
Wow. Was not expecting this to be like this at all.
I would say I expected more from Tampa.
That's what I mean. I was expecting more from Tampa.
I with them, second game now, I get the rust thing for the first game, but that shouldn't be carrying over beyond the first game.
Exactly. And
I expected more from Tampa, but they're still only down a goal. I mean, yes, the possession is heavily favoring the Rangers, but Tampa's still only down a goal. They are one shot away, and we are right back even. So they could just be kind of luring the Rangers into a trap here.
Well, I mean, how about you spring that trap anytime now?
Well, we might see it in the third period. Who knows?
Well, maybe you might want to spring it sooner. 20 minutes of hockey
to be played here as we end the second, and this is how the second period will end.
Yeah, but I think maybe you might want to do that sooner. Do you know what I mean? Because now, the longer this game goes on, you know what I mean, the more opportunity that the odds favor, the team that's in the lead. The odds favor them for winning the game the longer the games go on.
Yeah, but I will never count out the Tampa Bay Lightning until the clock says 0. This team's got way too much experience, especially when they're only down a goal. Like, they're one shot away. All it takes is one deflected puck, one bad turnover from the Rangers, one 2-on-1, and all of a sudden this game's tied. I think the Rangers need an insurance goal here. They cannot sit on a 1-goal lead for the next 20 minutes.
No, I agree.
They need an insurance marker here because Tampa is not just this is not going to be a 2-1 game. I'm going to say that right now. This is not going to finish 2-1.
I agree. It sure felt like New York was going to be grabbing the goal there with about maybe 4 minutes left in the game. Like, it was a couple minutes after their power play, and then there was that lull there. But then it just seemed like New York was picking it up, and they were taking it to the Tampa Bay, and they were winning the puck battles, and they were winning the board battles and stuff like that. It just kind of felt like that goal was coming,
and it never
did. It just didn't come.
Yeah. It never did. So
right. So, that's what's going to make this really tough to try. We never thought these games were going to be like, the Colorado Edmonton game, 6-0.
Absolutely not. Certainly not expecting any 8-6 in this series. That's for sure.
No, and we're lucky we're getting 2-1 right now. You know what I mean? Like, what was the score for the last game? It was 5-2 or something like that?
6-2. Yeah,
6-2.
It ended up 6-2. Rangers poured it on in the last game, and that was Tampa just wasn't very good in game 1.
No.
They're still being outplayed here in game 2, but I think Vasilevsky has been a lot better, which has kept this a 2-1 game and them within a goal.
Well, they're being outshot. Tampa Bay is now. They're out hitting New York, but it just seems like New York has had the better opportunities.
100%. They've controlled the play.
Exactly. They've had more zone time.
Way more zone time.
Way more zone time. I believe the last stat I saw was 9 minutes of zone time for New York and 5 minutes of zone time for Tampa Bay. So that's a pretty big difference when you have to spend most of your time in the opposition end.
Yeah, absolutely. Leo, I didn't think Tampa was going to get this far, but Tampa is also a team that I will never count out. Way too much playoff experience on that team for me to count them out. So I'm not overly surprised that they've made it to the conference final again. But at the same time, you're right about them losing a lot. Like, they don't have the same stacked depth the way that they did the past 2 years with Coleman and Goodrow and Gord all gone.
Yeah, they're not as deep.
And whatnot. But, Yeah,
I'm
no,
trying to see.
I still like they still got a lot of good players on that team, and
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I mean, the fact that you got Vasilevsky in
any team
net,
with Vasi and net has a
that
shot.
automatically gives you a
Yeah,
chance.
because goaltending is the number one most important thing in the NHL.
I just can't disagree with that. There was a question here by Mr. Leonard Lopez, but I
Yeah,
can't.
that's the one I was talking about with them losing depth but still making it this far.
Yeah, the fact that they've been able to lose that depth and the fact that they're still in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, that just goes to show you the kind of team that they are.
Oh yeah, and they don't have Braden Point right now. I mean,
And they don't have Braden
your
Point
number
right
one
now.
center, your number one center is not there. So
Getting McDonough was another major
what
good
year
deal
was
for
that
them.
trade? I'm trying to think of what year that trade was. Was it like 2017 or 2018?
Well, he used to play for New York.
Yeah, McDonough was a Ranger. He got
That's
traded.
what I mean.
He got traded from the Rangers to the
Yeah.
Lightning. I'm gonna go back and revisit that because
Okay.
let's see, Ryan McDonough trade. No, I bet you the Montreal one is gonna. All right, here we go. Ryan McDonough traded to the Lightning by the Rangers. Let's see. This was in 2018. Deadline deal, February of 2018.
Yeah,
Ryan
there you go.
McDonough and JT Miller. This was like when the Rangers were going like into big time rebuild mode.
This was like right when Shesterkin hit the scene, right?
No, Shesterkin was still in Russia at this point.
Okay.
Shesterkin had been drafted, but he wasn't really on the radar yet. This was when the Rangers were diving headfirst into rebuild mode.
Okay.
Ryan McDonough and JT Miller were traded to Tampa Bay for Vlad Namestnikov, Libor Hayek, Brett Howden, and a first-round pick in the 2018 draft, and a conditional first-round pick in the 2019 draft. So I don't remember exactly what happened with that conditional pick in 2019, but they got a pretty big haul for, obviously, as you would expect, for McDonough and Miller. Unfortunately, Howden and Hayek really didn't work out.
Yeah.
They were like big prospects, but they didn't really work out, which that would have been a much bigger trade for the Rangers if Hayek and Howden worked out, but they did get the first-round pick. They did get the conditional pick. Now, hang on. Now what I need to check is who they drafted with that 2018.
I was just going to say, who was the first-round draft pick?
Who was the first-round pick for the Rangers that they used the Lightning pick on? Let me see. Let's see. Oh boy, Rangers via Tampa Bay, 28th overall in 2018 was Nils Lundqvist. So he's like just coming into the scene for the Rangers. He played a few games or a decent number of games this year. He hasn't played in the playoffs, but he's a young defenseman now for the Rangers. So that was the Tampa Bay. That was the pick that the Rangers got from the Lightning as a part of that deal.
Yeah, and he's just coming in now too. You know what I mean? So
I gotta do a trade tree video on the McDonough trade now. I love looking back and seeing how trades like that work out years later, because we all make like these assumptions right away. Like whenever a trade's made, we talk about who won the trade, what deal, and like that can change 5-6 years down the line. That can change so much. And I love going back and looking back at trades like years later and seeing how the full trade really works out.
Exactly, because who was that first-round draft pick? Do you know what I mean? Because at that point, you didn't know when they made the deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's great to get a first-round pick in a deal like that. But if you draft a guy that never plays an NHL game, then that was a waste of a pick. But if you draft a superstar player, all of a sudden that really tilts the scale as far as the trade goes.
Exactly, and you want to make sure that you want to try to get the best value for your trades. Do you know?
100%. Al, what's going on? Brian, welcome in. Big Show, Jason, Matt, welcome in, everybody.
All right. Thanks everybody for being here. Look at that. Appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate all the likes and appreciate all the folks watching. John is definitely the greatest of all time. He is one of the best YouTube guys out there calling play-by-play. I turn off all the guys out there on any of the big networks, with the exception of one, that would be Jim Jackson, of course. But I do listen to every game that I can. I listen to John. Every single playoff game, I've turned everybody off, and I've had John's games on. Look, if you're not listening to John on Off the Wall Hockey, y'all are missing out. He's out there on Discord. He's out there on Facebook. He's out there on YouTube. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, man, you guys are going to be missing out on some great stuff, man.
The dog, what's going on? Welcome in. New York Rangers, good to have you in the chat. Yeah, so Patrick, you're going back to the early 90s there when Lindros was traded. Well, Lindros refused to play for Quebec. That was why that whole thing went down, is that
exactly
Eric Lindros was the premier prospect of that year's draft. You know, he was the Sidney Crosby, the Connor McDavid. He was the clear-cut number one guy of that year's draft, but he refused to play for the Quebec Nordiques, so that whole trade went down.
Now, here's the sick part, right?
It ended up working out for the Nordiques, who quickly became the Colorado Avalanche when they moved, and then they won the Cup in '96. They won again in 2001. They were perennially a great team, so that trade ended up working out pretty well for Quebec.
Peter Forsberg. Peter Forsberg is who ended up being
Peter Forsberg
guy.
Was massive for them.
Yeah, so, but that's who ended up being the trade. Yeah. So Philadelphia gave up Peter Forsberg to get Lindros.
Yes. All right.
That's basically how that whole thing worked.
1991.
Yeah.
You know, Eric Lindros was supposed to be the generational power forward. He could hit, he could fight, he could score. He had the huge body that had tremendous hands and great offensive skill. You know, he was going to have like the offensive Mario Lemieux with the hitting and physicality of a Cam Neely. And it never really... He had a lot of injury issues from trying to play that way, which ended up derailing his career pretty much. But anyway, so I'm looking at an article now, going back to revisiting all of that.
So there was also
he was drafted. All right, so
1 point.
Yep.
Go ahead.
He warned the Nordiques he would not play for them if they drafted him first overall in 1991. They didn't heed his warning. He refused to sign, and he went back to the OHL.
They also got $1.3 million.
Okay. All right.
In cash.
They traded him during the 1992 draft. So again, this was all before I was born. So I've got to kind of revisit this here. I don't know all of this off the top of my head, but so he was eligible. He could have re-entered the draft in 93, but the Nordiques didn't want to lose him for nothing. Right. So they traded him during the 1992 draft for Peter Forsberg, Mike Ricci, Ron Hextall, Steve Duchesne, Kerry Huffman, and future considerations, which became Chris Simon, 2 first-round draft picks, and $15 million.
There you go.
This was pre-salary cap, so you got crazy trades like this. Because if you had an organization that could pay all of this, they didn't have any cap considerations. Mm-hmm. So you saw a lot of trades like this back in like the 80s and 90s,
where teams were offering cash.
Yeah, cash trades like that, which you don't. I don't even know if you can do that anymore.
No, I don't think you can anymore now.
But you saw massive trades like this. So Lindros went to the Flyers, and all of these players, 2 first-round picks, a bunch of money, go back to the Nordiques.
Yeah.
And Peter Forsberg, major part of Colorado winning the Cup in '96 as well as 2001.
It was funny though because
the other guys were kind of depth guys, and Hextall was later in his career at that
yeah,
point. So
it was really sad because Lindros had some good players around him, but just never had the goaltending. Do you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Hextall was one of the last best goaltenders. I mean, Philadelphia's had a laundry list of goaltenders that have come and gone.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like some of the best ones, obviously Bernie Perrant, you know what I mean? But it's been tough in goal for Philadelphia, you know. It would be nice if they could get a guy like Igor Shesterkin. Do you know what I mean? And be
Oh
able to
yeah.
get the
Like a franchise guy they haven't had.
or a Vasilevsky. I mean, you know, it's one thing when you have a team that, you know, is mediocre or whatever the case is, but you got this goaltender. Like, I mean, all you have to do is look at Dominic Hasek and how horrible was those Buffalo teams that he played on.
Yeah,
But
he made them a lot better.
but that's what I mean. Like he was just that good.
Yeah.
You know, and you need a guy like that, like a Vasilevsky, like a Shesterkin, like a Andre Fleury. You know what I mean? You just need a goaltender like that in order to be successful for the most part in the NHL.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at you know goaltenders that win Stanley Cups, there's a few in there that, you know, maybe got hot and maybe weren't that level. But most of your Stanley Cup winning goaltenders, at least at the time when they're winning the cup, are like top 5 guys in the league.
I mean, I think you'd have to look at like Bennington being the one that was that one
and he had
who.
that spectacular rookie season. He dropped off a lot after that, but
Yeah.
he was at that time he was playing absolutely spectacular his rookie year.
Yeah.
You know,
And they went on to win the cup.
Corey Crawford in Chicago was a franchise goalie. Jonathan Quick in LA, franchise goalie.
Yep.
Braden Holtby with Washington was, you know, good for a decade with that team.
Exactly.
Obviously, Vasilevsky in Tampa Bay.
Andre Fleury, Marc-Andre Fleury. I mean, look at what he's done.
I guess kind of the outlier is Matt Murray to me with Pittsburgh.
Probably.
Matt Murray winning back-to-back with the Penguins and then completely, like, dropping off the face of the earth. Like,
you know, like
that's kind of the weird one for me.
Yeah.
It's like he was really good for those first couple of years, but he dropped like a ton of bricks after those 2 playoff runs.
I think it was more of the fact that he was playing with who he was playing with. And I think he went to Calgary, and when he went to Calgary...
No, he went to Ottawa.
Or Ottawa, I'm sorry.
Oh, now he's in Ottawa, and that team's obviously a rebuild.
Okay, but when he left, it just wasn't the same because he didn't have the team around him anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... we've seen that happen before. Like, all you have to do is look at Colorado. You know, Colorado cleaned out their goaltending room, and Grubauer went to the Seattle Kraken. Yep. And they brought in Darcy Kemper, and it was like, yeah, Grubauer who? It didn't matter. You know, they were able to just retool their goaltending room, and it didn't matter.
I think I'd honestly rather have Kemper than Grubauer. I think Kemper's a better goaltender. And Pavel Francouz has actually been a solid backup for them. He's played well in the playoff games he's played in.
He's even played well in them throughout the regular season when Kemper was been hurt, because he has missed some time because of injury.
Yeah. No, he has.
You know, and he took that stick to the face. What was that in the first round?
Series, yep.
You know, and so he missed 2 games or whatever because of that. But I mean, I don't know. He's one of the better goalies. You have to give him that, you know.
Well, his numbers this year were fantastic, and obviously when you have a team like Colorado in front of you, it's not hard to put up great numbers, but that's what we saw. You know, Grubauer last year was a Vezina finalist with Colorado playing in front of him. He goes to Seattle. He's one of the worst starting goalies in the league this year, and the team in front of him definitely plays a role there, but Grubauer also had a really tough season this year and ended up being one of the worst goalies in the NHL for this season. So things can change quickly. And I think that the team, you know, obviously going from Colorado to Seattle, that's a pretty big drop-off in front of you.
Yeah, obviously. You know what I mean? But like he just didn't even remotely look.
No, Grubauer was awful this year. Awful.
Yeah.
The
Woo.
analytics guys, I'm not a huge analytics guy, but they had fun with Grubauer this year with how bad his analytics were. Like his goals saved above expected, like the shots that he was expected to make a save on, he was like minus 30
I was
something
just
this
gonna
year. It
say,
was
yeah,
absolutely horrendous.
yeah, not good.
Anyway, we are underway. Third period is starting, and we have 20 minutes to go in this one as the Rangers lead 2-1. We are underway. Puck is dropped, Lightning into the offensive zone. Appreciate everybody being here. We had a great chat this intermission. Talk about some history. Talked
I
about
know, man.
some
This has been
teams
so
now.
awesome, dude.
We're ready to go now for this third, and we'll see what happens as the Lightning have it in the offensive zone. Don, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Just over 30 seconds in, taken by Panarin. Rangers carry it up and into the neutral zone, dumped into the offensive end. And down behind the net, played here by Tampa Bay. Up the wall they go. Trying to
New
work it
York
through the middle.
6-1 when leading after 2 periods in the playoffs.
Yes, they've been good. And it's taken now by the Rangers back in their own zone, trying to work it out. Lightning trying to come in on the forecheck. Zeno, what's going on? Welcome in. Taken up now through the neutral zone. Here's a 2-on-1 pass across. Shot in there. That one misses wide. One back now. Played down behind the net. Up the wall it goes. Kucherov backhanded out of the zone. Back in here's a Zibanejad with a shot and he scores!
Oh.
Big shot there from Mika Zibanejad. Rips it blocker side on Vasilevsky. It's a 3-1 hockey game. Just about a minute and a half into this third, the Rangers extend the lead, and that is a huge goal for New York.
Unassisted. That's his 9th goal of the playoffs, man. He has been lighting it up. What a great goal.
So good.
You know, what's really amazing is that him and Evander Kane really have been scoring a lot.
Yep. Big goal there by Zibanejad.
This might be the one, John. You were talking about in the second period that New York needed that third goal.
They just got it. They're up by
man. Right under the blocker.
Up by 2 now. Great shot there from Zibanejad. Damien, welcome in. Boots, welcome in. Clark. Yuri, welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. Good to have you in the chat. We're down to 18:15 to go here in the third. And Tampa Bay trying to bring it up into the offensive zone. Ross Colton with a shot over the bar, off glass. Trying to work it around. Devin, what's going on? Welcome in. Down in the corner. 18 minutes to go in the third. Trying to work it here. Rangers looking to get it out of their zone. Tampa heavy in on the forecheck.
Oh, yeah.
Bart, what's going on? Welcome in. Digital Nomad, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Puck out in front. Tampa has it. Jan Ruda. Shot in there. Saved by Shesterkin. Rangers can't clear it out. Lightning keep it in the offensive zone. Chris, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Zibanejad, 9 goals, 13 assists in the playoffs so far.
Great postseason for him. Played around now. Nick Paul deflected through. Shot there. Big stop, Shesterkin. Rangers take it. And out of the zone. Goodrow sends it deep. And both teams will get line changes as it's taken by the Lightning in their own end. They'll regroup.
23 shots to 18. New York winning that.
17 minutes to go. Lightning need a couple of goals now. Sean, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Jables, welcome in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming here now. Offensive zone for the Lightning. Rangers trying to clear it out. They send it up the wall, but Lafreniere doesn't have a stick. Trying to kick it out. He finally muscles it to the neutral zone. Lightning bring it back in, but they're offsides. And we'll get a whistle. 16:35 to go in the second. And it will be a neutral zone face-off coming up, man. Lightning. Rangers just outplaying them. They're flat
Yeah.
out. The Rangers are playing
Just
better.
straight out. Yeah. I mean, they got way more zone time. They've got, they're out shooting them 23-19. You know what I mean? It's been about all New York. They're playing way more time down on their end. You know what I mean? They're winning the puck battles. It just seems like Tampa Bay had that first 10 minutes, and then that was it.
They faded after that first good push.
That's what I mean. Yeah. After that first 10 minutes, and they got that goal in the power play, it's just been all New York since then.
One around now, out to the red line. Played by Sergachev. Back to Cal Foote. Lightning needs some offense here. Held to 1 goal so far by Shesterkin. Up into the offensive zone. Back behind the net. Taken by Fox. Played up the boards. Moved to the middle. And Lindgren takes the hit but moves the puck. Rangers to the attacking end. Here's a chance looking for the pass in front. And Vasilevsky gets a pad on that. Played around up the wall. Rangers keep it in. Long shot blocked to the corner. Sergachev to Strome, who takes it. Plays it deep now for Kopp. Kopp behind the net. Looking to make a play. Working it to the middle.
Zibanejad on a 7-game goal streak. Or point streak. Longest in playoffs.
And that's brought up now into the offensive end. Played by Hagel. And taken now top of the circle. Lightning. McDonough dodges a hit. Back out high to Chernak. Shot blocked there by Strome. Second chance in. Shesterkin makes a save. Rangers clear the rebound. Good chance there for Tampa. They'll have to go back and get a line change, regrouping in their own zone. Just about 5 minutes into this third period. A little under that. Played up now through neutral ice. And the Rangers steal possession back. New York with it. Salvatore, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Shot in there. Gets knocked down. Blocked again by New York. Kreider takes that. Up and out. Trying to find Zibanejad. Fighting for it in the neutral zone. And Tampa gets it back. Over the red line. Dumped into the offensive end. Zibanejad's had an awesome postseason, Logic. He's played great for New York.
Yeah, man. He's
Call, what's going on? Welcome in.
For sure. He's on a 7-game point streak, longest in the playoffs.
Mega, what's going on? Welcome in. We're over 5 minutes now, over 5.5 minutes into this third period. And we're down to 14:20 to go as that's back out to the neutral zone. Cleared by the Rangers. Lightning bring it back in. Looking to work this one around. Hedman down low. Back out high to the point. Long shot deflected. Blocked on the way through. Kept in again by Maroon this time. Here's Pat Maroon with it. Trying to get the puck in front. Chance there for Colton. He just sends it over the bar.
Wow.
Jute Bird, what's going on? Welcome in. And brought out to the red line. Or no, excuse me, the blue line. I don't know why I said red line there. I guess I'm colorblind. Here's a chance in front. Maroon can't get it by Shesterkin. I think that was one too many passes there. Paul could have got it on goal, but rather than trying to stuff it, he tried this drop pass for Maroon. Shesterkin read it the whole way. Too fancy there for Tampa. And worked around now. Moved to the middle. Taken by New York. 13:25 to go in the third. Played up here into the offensive zone. Here's Lafreniere. Trying to get a shot off. Pad save Vasilevsky.
Man, that was one of the best chances for Tampa Bay in this period.
Taken now. Lightning have almost caught up in shots on goal, but Shesterkin stopping everything.
Exactly.
Played back out now for Chernak. He goes D-to-D with it. Shot doesn't get through. Kakos takes it out of the zone. Lafreniere. Take the hit. Clear it. And Lightning have to go back to their own zone. 12:50 now to go here in the third. Played down now. Offensive zone. Lightning trying to get back into the on the attack in the offensive end. Still trailing by a couple of goals here. Fox knocks down Cirelli. Rangers going to have a chance to clear this one out. And they do. Back to the neutral zone. Tom, what's going on? Welcome in.
Just seems like the pace of this game has picked up significantly.
Into the offensive zone. Tampa trying to put on some pressure here. They know they need to get the offense rolling.
Yeah, exactly. Down 2 goals.
Up the other
Shots.
way, though. Here comes the Rangers back on the attack. It's Kopp down low. Kicks it up the wall. Lightning first to it. They'll backhand it out to neutral ice. Played up now. Into the offensive end. Trying to work it around here. 11:55 left in the third. And Bogosian goes D to D with it. Pass up now, Kucherov. Have a good night, Pokemon legend. Peter, what's going on? Welcome in.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Everybody checking it out. Wow, look at that.
Stolen back by Jacob Trouba. Rangers going to loft it up over everybody. Christine, my favorite NHL player is Patrice Bergeron. Laid around now. Move to the middle. Back there, 11:25 to go in the third. Taken back by New York as they just control possession here. I mean, the Rangers are in such control right now. They just dumped that one in deep. Bogosian's got to go back and get it.
And they're happy to do that. They don't have any pressure now. You know what I mean? They're up by 3 goals. They have that go-ahead goal now. You know what I'm saying?
We got a Ranger slow to get up. Down behind the net, just getting back to his skates and getting out of the zone there. Lightning regrouping back in the neutral ice. Back to their own zone now. And that was Tyler Mott shaking up. He's gingerly going back to the bench.
He went into the boards hard on that one. He was ridden in there, and that didn't look good.
That never feels great. Takes a little while to shake those off sometimes. It's played up now by Hedel. He loses it to Chernak. Through the middle, over the red line, into the offensive zone. And the Rangers are going to steal it back. Man, no sustained possession here for Tampa Bay.
Not even for the last, say, 6 or so minutes.
All the way in now, back behind the net, Jan Ruda. Trying to reset now for the Lightning as we tick towards the halfway point of this third period. Played up now. Dumped in behind the goal, taken to the corner, Lindgren. Sends it up the boards, but Ruda keeps it in with a solid pinch. Lightning still need to try and find some offense here. Long shot.
They just don't seem to be,
Ruda shot gets blocked. Ruda gets it back again, throws one towards the net. It's deflected wide and chipped, not out though by the Rangers. Panarin will try now, and this time he does clear. And the puck was played with a high stick. So we're going to get a whistle with 9:37 to go in the third. And we're going to go to a commercial break. Ace, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. So we're going to head to a commercial break here. Less than 10 minutes to go in the third period. Still a 3-1 lead for the Rangers. And thank you guys all so much for watching. It's great to have you in the chat. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you can do that thumbs up and subscribe. If you haven't yet, I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everyone could come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. And I really, really appreciate you guys, as always. Other Ace. There's more in the chat than just you.
Yeah, right.
Thank you guys again for being here. And
really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much. So, obviously, we're here. This stream sponsored by Steel Flyers, and Steel is with us. You can check out his website and YouTube channel linked in the description, as well as the pinned chat. And
thanks, everyone.
You guys all being here. Thank you, thank you. James, what's going on? Spectral, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to have you in the chat.
So let's give you a quick little breakdown here. Nikita Kucherov scored in the power play for Tampa Bay in the first period. Then it was Condre Miller for New York Rangers, and then Capo Caco for the next goal. And then Zibanejad in the third period here has put that third goal up on the board there as well. So that's what's been going on here as far as the goals are concerned. The shots are pretty even now, where Tampa Bay has come back. It's 24-26 in shots.
Yep.
And I'd also have to say too that the hits are pretty much even too at 28-20.
Mm-hmm.
However, you have to look at the zone time, and just in the just in the second period alone, it was like 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
The difference in times between how much zone time New York had compared to what Tampa Bay had. And it's working out to be the same kind of thing here in this third period so far.
Yes, I heard today, Leo. I mean, it is what it is. I don't have high expectations. I don't have high expectations now for next year anyway, so it is
Oh
what it
yeah, the
is.
Bruins with their injury
Yeah.
news and the surgeries and oh that's with McAvoy being
Yeah.
gone. Oh man, that
Dennis,
hurts.
thank you for being here. Awesome to have you. If I missed somebody else, I apologize. Yes, Freak Shown. I am from Massachusetts. Yes, KC, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. All right. Here we are now. Oh, big hit there. Trouba steps up on Cirelli. Hagel doesn't like that, but the Rangers come up ice with the puck now. Drop pass from Kopp to Panarin. Trying to get it back into the middle. It's knocked down, and the Lightning will clear. Back the other way. Played around now. Ooh, double hit on Strome there out in front of the benches. And now we got guys coming together in front of the benches. They eventually break up with no stoppage. Okay. And the Lightning take the puck out of their own zone. Brought up now.
That was a big hit.
And back now here for Tampa Bay. Time is certainly starting to become a factor now, down by 2. As they bring it to the offensive end. Stamkos through the middle, nobody home. And back out to the point. Barry, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. JD, welcome. Thank you for watching. Awesome to have you in the chat. 8:07 to go here in the third. Fox first to it for New York, trying to bring it out of the zone.
New York seems to be content to just sag back.
Well, they're in the offensive zone here, trying to get some forecheck pressure going. They keep it in out high now. Keandre Miller. And Rangers with some ozone time. Tim, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. And that's out to the neutral zone. Played back by Miller over the blue line into the offensive end. 7.5 to go in the third. Down low. Rangers cycling offensive zone. Back out high. Goodrow keeps it in. Long shot blocked. Lightning trying to clear. Kept in again, though, by New York. Third time's the charm. Lightning up now into the offensive zone. Move to the middle. Here's Nick Paul. Back out to the point. Over to Paul again. Lightning setting up here. Cross corner. Nobody home. Goodrow takes it. Can't get it out of the zone, however. Lightning keep it in. Puck pressure here as we tick under 7 minutes to go.
This third period moving right along.
Played down now. Trying to send it back. Up the boards it goes. Rangers can't get it out. Heavy forecheck coming from Tampa Bay. The problem is they're keeping the puck in the offensive zone and they're getting a forecheck. They're not getting any legitimate scoring chances though.
And they're not able to get it out of the to get back into their zone. You know what I mean? Like New York is keeping them hemmed in.
Well, everything's to the outside. Like Tampa has the puck in the offensive end. They've got possession, but everything's to the outside. They're not getting scoring chances out of it.
No, and there hasn't been any shots on goal really. The last couple of minutes. I mean, it's 25 to 26, but here. Yeah.
Tripping call.
Tampa Bay.
And is that Hedman going to the penalty box? Oh, he slams the door. He is not happy.
Not happy.
Rangers
that was a
going to the power
call.
Play. Tripping call against Victor Hedman. He got the stick in the skates of Alexis Lafreniere there.
Yeah, I was wondering if it looked like he had the stick in there.
And
gonna grab a commercial here for this, and we'll come back with the fourth.
Power play for the Rangers. When we come back, they're already up by 2. And wow.
I don't know. That was kind of a I don't know. Some big hits going on here. That hit against Cirelli.
On Cirelli.
Yeah. That was a big hit. Hadn't spun around there and everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Textbook by Trouba coming in with the elbow tucked in the shoulder right to him.
I mean,
Man,
you know,
like literally how you're taught to hit. Beautiful hit.
exactly. It's nice when you see textbook type stuff like that. You know what I mean?
So
Wow,
we
look at
are
all these
down
people in here, dude.
to the final few minutes.
Look at all the people in the chat here, John. Look at all these great guys
Yeah.
and folks in here, man. Thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you, John, for having me. Really, really appreciate you doing that. Wouldn't be able to do it. Wouldn't have it any other way, John. You are the greatest of all time, man. You are the main man, pots and pans, when it comes to calling games on YouTube. If you guys aren't subscribed to John, you're missing out.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight. This stream is sponsored by Steel Flyers All Sports Network. And you can check out the Steel Flyers website and YouTube channel. Both are linked in the description and the pinned chat at the pinned message at the top of the chat.
Thank you very much, John. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate all you guys being here too. So thank you very much.
Leo wants to know who the next captain of the Flyers is going to be. I would think probably Couturier, but I don't know. I mean, you're more in the Philadelphia scene than me.
Yeah, it's gonna be honest with you though. I like Couturier, but I wouldn't mind if it was like Scott Lawton. And I wouldn't even mind, to be honest with you, if it was Cam Atkinson.
Do you think they go no captain and all A's for a little while? Until maybe someone emerges into that captaincy.
That might be the case, but I got to be honest with you, though. I think Couturier is going to probably be the captain.
Okay. All right, one back now. 1:50 to go on the power play. Rangers trying to set up in the offensive zone. Zibanejad keeps it in. Lightning looking to clear. And that one's up and out. Cleared there by Tampa Bay. Hey, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Back down now behind the net. 1:30 to go on the power play. Brought up here into the attacking zone. Here's Kreider around Chernak, but loses the puck. Taken by Belmar. Flip to the blue line, but not out. And here's Adam Fox with it now. Rangers setting up, still with 1:15 to go on the power play in the offensive zone. 5:15 to go here in the third period. Have a great night, Christine. Thanks for watching. Awesome to have you here. Moved around now.
Thank you.
Out again and cleared. Brought up now over the red line. Dumped deep by Fox. And 50 seconds to go.
Fourth power play for New York here, man. And this is not what Tampa Bay needed.
40 seconds left here as the Rangers bring it back up ice. Leo, he disappears too much. Like 3 years ago, I would have thought, oh, what a player. But the last few years, Konechny has disappeared way too much.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. He might even be some bait or fodder.
Outside there. Moved back out now to Miller. Still 17 seconds left. Top of the circle. Shot from Trouba. Blocked in front. Rangers keep possession. Offensive zone. Played back to the point. Miller still with it. Top of the circle now. Trouba with a blast and a nice save there by Vasilevsky.
I'll say.
And 4:10 to go now in the third. 5 seconds to go on the power play for the Rangers.
Time is not a fan of Tampa Bay, or Tampa Bay is not of time in Tampa Bay.
It's desperation time now. They've got to kill this penalty and then go all-out offense for the next 4
I mean,
minutes.
do you think you pull the goalie a little bit earlier?
Yeah, I think if you're Tampa at this point, you're pulling the goalie no later than 3 minutes to go. Probably as soon as they get under 4. If they can get it in the offensive zone, goalie comes. Under 4 minutes, goalies to the bench.
There you have it, folks. The main man, pots and pans, just called it right there.
Offensive zone faceoff though for the Rangers. And it's one back defensively by the Lightning. That's going to kill off this power play. And that is going to do it. We're back to even strength. 5-on-5 action again. Lightning into the offensive zone. Trying to work that one heavy down deep on the forecheck. 3:50 to go. Lightning keep it in. Long shot there. Shesterkin with a big save. He covers that one up. It will be an offensive zone face-off now for Tampa Bay. And I would not be surprised if we see Vasi come to the bench here now with the ozone face-off coming up.
Yeah,
but we're going to get a commercial break first. So the Lightning have a chance to make up their... They're going to have some time to think about it before they make up their mind here. But I don't think it's going to be long before we see Vasi to the bench.
No, and that was a big save by Shesterkin there right before or right at the end there.
Yeah, it's a good shot from the point, but he saw it the whole way, smothered it.
Yeah.
He's played very well in this game. Very, very well in this game.
He hasn't really, I mean, he didn't have a lot to deal with at the beginning of the game. He's had more work to do towards the end.
Yeah, yeah. He's been there. I mean, he's doing everything he needs to do to keep the Rangers in front.
Exactly. I mean, but you know, I'm going to be honest with you guys though. I think New York has been playing a really good defensive game to where they've kept Tampa Bay to the outside, like you've said.
Very perimeter.
Yeah, they're not getting really good quality chances.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they're not getting those breakaways and stuff like that, and those one-on-ones or the stuff like that. That's what we're talking about. You know what I mean? So
I'm trying to think. Has Tampa even had an odd man rush in this game? I don't remember one off the top of my head. Maybe back in the first period. But it's not like there's been a lot of odd man rushes in this game where, Tampa's gone in 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 or 3-on-1 or anything. Like nothing is like jumping out to me is the Lightning getting like a huge chance like that. Maybe back early in the first, but
yeah,
for the most part, the Rangers have locked this down defensively.
Yeah. I would have to say exactly. That's exactly what I have to say.
Or not everything, but most 90% of what Tampa's doing here has been from the perimeter.
So they're
stuck on the outside. All right, it is an empty net now for the Lightning, so saw that coming. Vasilevsky to the bench, 3:49 to go. Empty net for Tampa. The extra attacker is on. Rangers still with a 3-1 lead. It will be an offensive zone face-off for Tampa Bay. They win it back. They'll set up with possession now. They need a couple of goals. There's a blast from the point. Shesterkin able to make the save. He covers that one up on Stamkos' shot. And it'll be another attacking zone face-off for Tampa. Omerta, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Lafreniere and really his entire line, Lucas, the kid line for the Rangers has been very strong in these playoffs.
For sure, man. They had Capo scored.
Yep.
On that line for one of the scores this game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Cheadle has been playing really well the last.
He has an assist in this game too. He assisted on the Capo goal along with Fox, so I mean he's got an assist for the game too.
And doesn't have a goal in this game, but he's been scoring in the games before this one. That line is playing very well.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Each one of those guys have got a lot of goals and assists for the playoffs.
Here's an icing against Tampa. That's not good. They're gonna have to put Vasilevsky back in the net. So Vasi goes back in the net for the Lightning as it will be a face-off in their zone.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Nate, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you as always. And that's one back by the Lightning. Hedman to Cirelli. Trying to get it out of their zone. They don't want to spend too much time here. They're down to 3:07 left to go to try and get a couple of goals. And Cirelli's going to bring it up now over the red line. Dumped into the offensive end. I would assume Vasi's coming back to the bench at this point.
Yeah.
And it will be an empty net again with the extra attacker coming out. That's kept in at the blue line. Lightning trying to work it around the offensive zone. Chipped out to neutral ice. And Hedman's going to go back to get it being chased. Brought up here. Rangers trying to get back onto the bench. They would have been too many men if they had played the puck there. Up now to the red line. Dumped in by Tampa Bay. Working this one around. And Barclay Goodrow will dump it down the other way. Sent back by the Lightning as Kucherov throws it in the offensive zone. Working this around now down in the corner. Forecheck pressure coming. Kucherov keeps it in. Lightning offensive end. 2:15 to go here in the third. They still need a couple of goals. And Sergachev has to chase that back out to the neutral zone. Kuch right back in. Pass in front. Chance now. Here's Paul driving in. He scores! And Tampa's back within one. It's a 3-2 hockey game as Nick Paul puts one home. And with 2:02 to go in the third, the Lightning just need one more.
Wow. They've been playing tight and playing good. That was a great pass, and he cut right across, and they finally got some guys in front of Shesterkin, was able to get the goal in.
That was one of the best opportunities of the game, with the Lightning driving the net like that.
Yeah.
And getting a chance from right in front, and Shesterkin couldn't get the pad over in time. Paul scores his third goal of the playoffs, and with 2:03 now to go here in the third, it's a 3-2 hockey game. And the Lightning now are just one away. That is a big goal there for Tampa.
Yep, great pass by Corey Perry to get him the goal, and he just went right and let Shesterkin make the commit, and then he was able to go.
All right, so man, talk about taking your advantage of an opportunity, because Tampa hasn't had a lot of those grade A chances. There was one, and they took advantage of it.
Yeah, they haven't had many opportunities, and there was one.
Played around now, down behind the net. 1:40 to go here in the third. Tampa back into the offensive zone, and the Rangers lift that to the blue line, but not out. Lightning keep it in again. Minute and a half to go here in the third period. Rangers take it in the corner, lift it up, and back out neutral ice. Played up here, dumped in by New York. Vasi's still in the net. I imagine he's going to come again to the bench as soon as they get possession back in the offensive zone.
I mean, they've kind of been down there for a while, I would think.
Brought up now, offensive end. Vasilevsky back to the benches. Cirelli has the puck. Empty net again here for Tampa. Are we going to get an overtime game? Backdoor. What a chance there. It just gets sent wide. Another one in front. Wow. Chance on the across. Shesterkin comes across to stop it. Kucherov with a shot that goes wide. 50 seconds to go. Lightning pouring on the pressure in the offensive zone.
Almost had it tied.
Here's Kucherov with it. Played in front here. Trying to find the loose puck. Rangers clear. All the way down, it's going to be icing. 37 seconds to go. 1-goal game.
Wow.
We almost were 3-3. Holy cow.
Almost. Kucherov was that close.
There were like 3 quality chances there for the Lightning.
Some great saves by Shesterkin. Holy smackers. So that means that Vasilevsky has to come back out.
No, icing was against the Rangers.
Oh, the Rangers. All right, never mind.
Face-off will be in their zone.
Yep.
37 seconds to go.
Wow.
And man, you couldn't ask for a closer ending than this.
I mean, like, where's Tampa Bay been the whole game?
Well, yeah, honestly, we haven't had action like this all period. Things are getting really, really exciting now.
I mean,
Tampa's
the last 2 minutes
close.
of this game, the last 2 minutes of this game have been amazing. Somebody taking a timeout here. Tampa
no,
Bay.
Gerry, I'm not rooting for anybody left in the playoffs. I'm just hoping for exciting hockey, and now we're finally getting some exciting hockey here right at the end. Very close to push. I mean, a shot away maybe from pushing to OT. Man, wouldn't overtime be awesome between these?
I know. Yeah, no, I have no stake in this either. It doesn't matter who wins. I don't care who wins. I got no stake in either one of these guys. I'm just with John. I'm a hockey fan. I love to see great hockey, and especially playoff hockey. This is the best time of the year to be watching hockey. I don't care who your favorite team is. This is must-watch TV right here, folks. I don't care.
37 seconds to go. Offensive zone draw for Stamkos. Barclay Goodrow's in there to take it defensively for New York. Will the Rangers hold on, or do the Lightning tie the game and force OT? One back here by Goodrow. Trying to send it up the wall is Trouba. Chip to the middle. Goodrow will backhand it out. That's going to be icing, though, as it goes all the way down. And it's going to be a whistle. 28 seconds left. Another offensive zone faceoff for Tampa. Bennett, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really, really appreciate it.
That's
Frantic
kind of
end
a
to
dumb
this
move.
one.
Yeah, that's a dumb move. I don't understand why you would want to keep doing that icing thing. You know what I mean?
One back now. Played to Hedman. Out high. Tampa has it. Offensive zone. Shot deflected just wide to the corner. 20 seconds left. Fruba takes it. Lifts it up and out. That's cleared out to the neutral zone. Lightning running out of time here. 10 seconds to go. They can't get it back to the offensive end. Dumped. And they're going to be offsides. Oh, no. Offsides against Tampa, and I think that's pretty much going to end it.
Yep.
4.7 seconds left. The Lightning go offsides. It's going to be a neutral zone face-off, and that might just be what finishes it for the New York Rangers here.
Wow. I can't believe they were offsides like that, man. And they had everybody going in, too, like that. They had a pretty good shot.
Congratulations to the New York Rangers.
Wow.
Probably one last face-off here.
One last face-off.
5.3 to go. They put a little bit back on the clock. Frantic end to this game. The Rangers clear it out, and this one is over. The horn sounds, and the Rangers win. It's a 2-0 series lead for New York as they take care of business on home ice.
For sure.
And it will be back now. It will be back now to Tampa Bay for games 3 and 4. But they are down 2-0 in this series as the Rangers get out to the lead. And that is a 3-2 victory here for the New York Rangers. And a big one here in game number 2 to go up 2-0 in the series, man. What a hockey game. Rangers played great once again. Lightning pushed hard at the end, but it was just too little too late.
Exactly. This was pretty much a Rangers game after the first 10 minutes, and Tampa Bay came out and were like, yeah, they were woke. They had awakened. They were, playing really well the first 10 minutes. They had a power play, were able to score on that power play, but then they just dropped off continually the whole rest of the game, and it was like, where were you? And finally, towards the end of the last 3 minutes now, you want to show up?
Yeah. So, big push at the end, but it just wasn't enough. It came too late. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me here tonight. I got to get up early tomorrow because I have work all day tomorrow. So,
joy.
Appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you so much. It was awesome to have every one of you in the chat. Before you go, please don't forget, it means a ton and helps the channel a ton if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, talk hockey, have fun, enjoy the game. And thank you guys all so much again for watching. Really, really, really appreciate it. So, Rangers with a big 3-2 victory. Congratulations to all the Rangers fans out there. You are up 2-0 in the series. And Tampa, they just got to get back to home ice and take care of business there. And they could still very much get back in this series if they can take care of business on home ice. But,
very much so. John, thank you very much for having me, man.
Yes, this stream was sponsored by Steel Flyers All Sports Network, everybody. This is Steel who is on the stream. You can check out Steel's website and YouTube channel in the linked in the description of the video, as well as the pinned comment at the top of the chat. So big thank you to Steel and Steel Flyers for sponsoring the stream. And thanks for coming on as well, Steel. It was awesome to have you.
You got it, buddy.
Anything you want to say here at the end, the floor is yours.
Hey, man, listen, if you guys are not following John, you're not joined to his channel, you guys are missing out. John has done all this great work calling games for the entire NHL playoffs. He covers the entire NHL. John has great content on his channel. As you can tell how engaged he is. It's great being here. This is a great community. Everybody needs to be here to check this out and be with John. That's why Steel Flyers All Sports Network sponsors John for these kinds of games, man. Really appreciate the opportunity to do so. Please hit the like and subscribe. Please check out Steel Flyers at steelflyers.com. You can also check us out on Facebook Facebook. Also, check us out on all of your podcasting platforms from iHeart to Spreaker to Google to you name it. We're out there. All you have to do is type in Steel Flyers and you will find us on all of your platforms. Thank you, John, for having me. You can find me on Twitter at SteelFlyers52. Thanks, John. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Steel. Awesome to have you. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Have a great night, everybody. Hope you all have a great day tomorrow as well. Really, really appreciate the support tonight. And you guys are awesome. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night, everyone. See you next time, and we'll talk to you soon.